1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, bigging up RMS on in the chat right now. Welcome in, everybody. This is the Conor.G show. We're getting started in just a few moments. Right now, you're listening to Hollis P. Monroe. I'm lonely. Welcome in 1420. Sing along if you know the words. Hello, everybody.
I'm not out here trying to push that weight anymore, like.
Get to know me. Things like this here is what makes me happy.
Shit's balls.
Say what? Come on, everybody. everybody, let me hear you scream in the chat right now.
You got the reference?
You rent or buy a video, you need to know that the film you choose is suitable for the audience at home. To help you understand what the film is like, you may look at the certificate it has been given. This film has been classified a P-G. This stands for potential gratification. Films with violence, sex, and drugs may be too arousing for a teenager. It means that parents may wish to check the film before showing it to their children. If it's an action film, it might contain bloody violence. If it's romantic, it might have some sexy scenes or very brief nudity and or sexual swearing. Video certificates are there to give you a chance to make the right choice. Thanks for listening.
A baby was born with perfect hair. His name was Connor and he didn't even care. When he looked in the mirror said I. Then he said, what? Is it I? Nah. Is it I? So I've got to go. Press the button and start the show. Give me 2 secs while I blow my nose, clear my throat and pick my hole. You're now tuned into the Conor Gillespie Show.
Hello and welcome to the Rootin' Tootin' Highfalutin' Conor.G Show. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have a cavalcade of funny treats for you, hand-plucked from across Instagram and other places, I'm sure. I'm sure you know. We're all familiar with the hassles that people get into when they post little vids to the internet. So hi, is everybody this evening? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Rob1420. Thank you for the subscription. How generous. This song is Sassy Lead and a Familiar Bark. It's by some guy. And tonight we have lots of your musical favorites from far and wide, down south, up north. You know, the usual kinds of critters that we tickle into submission. Speaking of little critters, we've got Lil Roney. He's released a brand new dance video, if you could call it that. And we've got a little update from Durt Burd and Rich Smickz. And then we have a little update from Millyz. So I was frantically trying to get a video together as the show was starting. Just amending my notes here. Did everyone see that hilarious screenshot I used of the beloved and handsome Shane Todd in the middle of an absolute scream of a laugh on a recent clip that I've seen by him, laughing his head off as usual? I'm so jealous of Shane Todd and Colin Geddes, how much fun they seem to have on a weekly basis. If I could have a fraction of those laughs, I'd be, on cloud 9. Welcoming Rob's on the train here. Perfect place to watch Conor.G show. Hope you've got a strong Wi-Fi connection or 5G. Right, so we've got some haircut content tonight. Some of the oldest episodes of the Conor.G show. Tons and tons of haircut content. I think it's important. Haircuts are part of fashion. This is a arts and culture magazine style program that I host here live on Twitch. And then you can check out the VOD on YouTube the next day if you are a Luddite. So we have brand new haircuts. Well, maybe not brand new, but we've got some hair content. All right. We've got that new hair content from JKO to Whelo fella.
I'm not out here trying to push that weight anymore. Like.
And Paul Morrissey, obviously the king of haircuts. What an absolute haircut. Shout out to Colanut. And I think I may have come up with a little theory of why Paul Morrissey, aka P-Mazza, the Hound of El Carmen. I think I've come up with a little theory as to why he thinks it's okay to call himself a professional photographer on the internet, when of course his photography is, you know, the worst style of content of photography. So we've got a little theory to share with you this evening. We've got brand new music video from Rare Watch. That's Rare Witch. And then, of course, the world famous Dirty Dinners. This is the one that we couldn't get to it last week. We had so much jam-packed, funny, hilarious content. Welcome in, Ducky Mio. What a pleasure it is to see you. Because we had so much juicy content. Oh, I thought I was going to get cancelled for last week's show. Did anyone see last week's show? Whoa, I was really going after the big players, wasn't I? I released a clip there on youtube.com/ConorGlassway about how I think what's his name? Cillian Murphy, star of Oppenheimer. I think he stuck up his own hole, and I just started liking him when I saw a little, you know, little appreciation post about him from the Lad Bible. So we've got Dirty Dinner, shitload of Dirty Dinners. Hopefully I'm going to get through all this tonight, you know. So we've got some stankin' starters. We've got Marcus, the viral Marcus clip that was going viral everywhere. Not mine, sadly. I had one viral Marcus clip, and then I bottled it and deleted the clip. It was on Twitter. And, but the damage has been done by that stage, so I might as well just left it up. But anyway, someone else had a viral Marcus O'Leary clip. Ali Dunworth is involved. And then we also have Nico from All Fired Up on RTE. He is he was also on First Dates Ireland. The same as Aaron, the Whelo fella. Aaron Whelo. He was on First Dates Ireland. As was celebrity chef Nico DeRay or Nico Reynolds. I think DeRay is what his Instagram handle is. And we've got Char Food Guide's entry into the worst spice bags, okay? We've got our number 1 and 2. We've got eating shite with thought. Oh, sorry for my bad language. This is a PG stream after all. Eating food with Todd. I believe he is an English TikToker. One of his. And then, of course, Dublin Social 1 and 2 in the world's worst spice bags. I've been seeing tons of Belfast spice bag content on TikTok. Hideous, every single one of them. Actually, a couple of them seemed alright. I saw one with Thai curry over the top of it. Satay sauce as well. Don't know, would have to try them. But some, like the one I'm going to be showing you tonight, some you can just tell by looking at them. This ain't it. Then we have Aitch. We got this Aitch guy. Now, I hate Aitch. It's no secret. I tried to mask it by calling it a love interest when we first saw him. But every single video I see from Aitch, famous English white rapper Aitch, he's the worst. He is the worst. And we've discussed why we don't like him. I think we figured it out. But I just have a couple more examples of that for you to hate tonight. And he is involved in Dirty Dinners. We've got Aitch's Chicken Wang. Then, if we have time, we have Hullen as a granda. And we also have Chad Rooney Responds. But don't know if we're going to get to that tonight. We shall see. All right. How is everybody this evening? I got an exclusive new track from Chad Rooney, MC Chad Rooney. He has asked me to react to his music video. So maybe we'll get to that. I think I wanted to have something else planned for that. But we'll see. We'll see what transpires. See if we can do it on the fly or whatever. So, welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for joining me this evening. This is the Conor.G Show. Right. So, first on the cards, we have one of our favorites, Lil Roney. Just a quick one from Lil Roney. I'd like to start off with just a few small bits and pieces, you know. Get my vocal cords warmed up and, you know, let me relax into this little performance that I'm doing here. We got lights on, we got cameras and stuff. It's a bit embarrassing. It's a bit cringe. So you sort of have to get a few down first to forget that you're actually broadcasting. Very nervous and excited here. This is the Conor.G Show. I'm your host. Let's check out what Lil Roney's been up to. Lil Roney has been in Thailand for what seems like months right now, celebrating the release of his last single, Rain on Me, which we reviewed here on the show. And you know, he's having a glow up, but he hasn't really having a he didn't really have a glow up. I used that as a clickbait title. Irish rapper grinds his way to stardom or something, I said on the little clip I posted to youtube.com/ConorGillespie. But he has sort of always maintained a similar glow, if that's what you want to say. You know, just getting more, trying to be more imaginative with his music videos and stuff. But we also delight when Lil Roney just posts some TikToks. And this is what I have for you here now. Just a quick 30-seconder from Roney to get us all in the spirit, all in the mood this evening. Here we go. It's Mr. Roney. Tender Roney. So I believe, right? Sorry to spoil this here. I believe this is him in Thailand. He's been partying it up ever since he arrived. I don't know, a month ago? I don't know. He's been there for a long time. Posting all sorts of great flexing videos and stuff. Where does he get the money? Is he a Bitcoin investor? I believe he does a dance in this, and I believe this is a snippet of a new song he's going to be dropping soon, and it's one of these dance music songs that all of our rappers love to do here in Ireland and England too. So you can hear Lil Roney crooning already. Heavily filtered, I think. Otherwise, if it's not filtered, you're wearing makeup. Flexing. So this is what I like about this. Is a snippet from a new song he's doing, which sounds particularly cheesy. He's singing, and he's also, it's a little collection of snapshots from throughout his holiday. And he's flexing big. He's in a pool with a tennis net over the top of it. It doesn't get richer than this, is all I'm trying to say here. Doesn't get much richer than this. Imagine just being in the club and seeing Roney filming himself doing this here. Look, imagine you're this person here sitting having your dinner, and this cool little guy walks by. I'm in the city and how I be moving, I move a little different. I feel like so he loves these shots when he's in bed and he's just rapping into the camera. I hope he's in his 20s, by the way. I hope I don't find out he's like 17. No, do you remember he posted videos and he was in university? Whether he's dropped out to become a full-time rapper is still up for debate, still up for speculation. That was one of our first ideas about Lil Roney, that he was paying he was paying for his music videos with student loan.
My head in the game, this how I be feeling. These stars in the roof of my car. My mama just told me, boy, you're so special, so never forget who you are. I pray that daddy keep God on my
New
side.
song, can we agree this new song is epic here?
This how I be feeling. These stars in the city and how I be moving. I move a little different, I feel like a star.
You're a star. He's got a puka shell necklace. We got Paul Morrissey coming up tonight.
In the game, this how I be feeling. These stars in the roof of my car.
He's got stars on the roof of his car. So do you know what that means? Rolls Royce.
My mama just told me,
Or something.
yeah, boy, you're so special, so never forget who you are. I pray that daddy keep God on my side. That's why I'ma make it this far.
So, as I think you will agree, the highlight of this video is he goes to do his final move, but there's a wall blocking the full swing. Welcome in, Sawawa. Sawawa says he has nice shaped brows. He does. He's very well kempt, young man. I believe he goes to the barber every 2 weeks, and that's, you know, generous. Unlike Paul Morrissey, who goes every 4 days.
Keep God on my side. That's why I'ma make it this far.
So let's, I would like to go through this final move here. The, what would you call this move? The pitch? The swing?
Daddy keep God on my side. That's why I'ma make it this far.
So I believe this move, what we are seeing here, is to signify the words in the song that say far. I'm going real far. Okay? So Lil Roney's been listening to my tutelage. I said you're not getting in my top 5 unless you rap, sing, and dance, right? So he's taking this seriously, this rap business seriously. Okay? Right, so what I want to just see is just what happens here. Just to see what happens. So he's committed to the dance move. As you can see, he didn't do 2 takes. He didn't move the camera for this last move. Although I would think this is a pretty significant move. This is the finale to the big song and dance number. Right, there's the wind up. And is he wearing a baseball jersey here as well? Okay, so we've got the one hand there. It's blocked off. It's a full hand wrist block, but he continues. Okay, follows through with the extension here. And this is a stop, as you can see. No more blurring. This hand's still in motion. This hand has come to a stop against the wall. So what I want to see is how fluidly he was able to just move this hand out of the way and bring it on round to bring the swing home for a home run. Okay. So there we go. He is just casually. So he has pivoted on one leg. He's lifted one knee. So he's using the bodily rotation to jerk the shoulder back out of harm's way. And there we go. With a one fluid and subtle motion, he overcomes this cramped little wall here that blocks his full swing. And that was your Lil Roney update. Welcome in, everybody. This is the Conor.G show. All right, so I think let's stick with our local rappers. Let's face it, we got mostly locals tonight. Mostly local rappers. Of course, Dirty Dinners will branch out a bit there. So I saw a very thrilling little video on Instagram earlier today. I got all my show prep done yesterday, right? So I didn't look at my notes at all today. And then I was on Instagram. I saw this magical video of a something that I've been trying to will into existence since I became aware of these two people. And it was young Rich Smickz. Ooh. We got Rich Smickz and another guy called Durt Burd.
Yo, check it.
So these two, right? If you don't know who these two are, they are masked rappers, right? These are two rappers from Belfast, and they don't show their faces, okay? And usually this would be cause for deep and worrying concern here on the Conor.G show, right? Luckily for these two have their raw natural ability of rapping. Now, if you watch the Conor.G show for any length of time, you would think, oh, this guy hates rappers. And I do. But not all of them. Some of them are good. These are two that have had some involvement in and out with the Conor.G show. My good books, bad books, back and forth, week in, week out. But these are two good rappers, right? And what did I want to say? I think I said one day we need to get these two together. We need to get the Balaklava brothers together. And I have seen that these two have linked up in the studio here. Look at this here. Incredible image that came across my timeline earlier. Check this out. The Balaklava brothers. We've got Richard Smickz and Durt Burd. Right? The terrorists. Lock them up. So here they are. It looks like they're in the hot box. Okay? Durt Burd has been carrying around this. He's been carrying around a full iPad instead of a phone lately. All right? Aren't rappers supposed to have guap? Can we not get him a burner phone or something? You know, a little Tesco Android or something. You don't have to keep carrying around this massive iPad. Who knows? Maybe he's doing doodles on it in between raps. It had to happen eventually, says Rob here. Of course it did. Yeah, so this is something that I've been, you know, trying to get the universe to make happen, right? By hoping and wishing. So let's see what we've got next here. Oh, so we got a little video. No audio for yous? Tut, tut, tut. So, I think this does have audio. You know this happens sometimes just because it's a live broadcast. They don't like to see they, Firefox, Safari, they don't like to see my show go smoothly. Let's see if this works here. This is a thrilling little video here. Don't worry, we're gonna get this. This is this video that I was talking about. I was looking for right as the show was starting. Couldn't pull it together. Couldn't make it happen. Ducky Meow says, for once I didn't send you this, so you knew I was gonna want to see this, right? And I am hoping that it's gonna be good. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I hope they put some effort in. I hope they got a good beat. I hope they're not just making a throwaway. This'll shut Conor up. We'll just give him this. So yes, I hope it's going to be something good that we can all be proud of here. And then of course, if it is good, then I'll continue to campaign for them to show their faces. Let's be proud of ourselves, boys. Sorry, I'm just clicking around here, filling air, trying to come up with funny, amusing things to say. Not even funny, just, you know, filling dead air. Now we've got an update happening. Got it. Thank you. Okay. And I have to log in. Let's log in here. Welcome in, Galactian Cyclops. View story. It's loading. Oh, there you go. I'll be alright, but... Right, so there's Durt Burd cracking wise. Alright, check this out. So this is the long-awaited Durt Burd and Rich Smickz link up. The Balaklava brothers.
Oh, that's over Raven. I'll be alright, but I'll be alright. I'll be straight. I'm on my midst.
So, in case you don't know, right? Durt Burd here, Catholic, right? Rich Smickz, Protestant. All right, both fine in my book. Okay, this is a non-political broadcast.
I'm a Smickz. I'm a Smickz. Here, watch how you're home, my God.
2 watt and a real 2 watt. 2 watt and a real 2 watt. Give a stacks and a real get watt. Give a stacks and a grass like gas. Like brownies, like a few sannies. Like Cali. I don't like all this.
So Durt Bird's into, I think, grannies. That's one of his little slogans, catchphrases, maybe, I think. He's got so many, it's hard for me to remember them all. And then Rich Smickz, he loves drugs. No, they both love drugs, right? Sorry. Right? Zannies, grannies, right?
Like grannies, yo, like girls, like mills, like
Catholic el protestento.
selves, yo, sisters I like the fuck, money I
Sorry for the bad language. This is a PG stream. These are rappers. They love to cuss.
run that up, and I might step few bums.
So let's, this is just them warming up, vocal warm-ups. They're professionals now, right? This isn't the song, okay? Don't anybody think that.
When I might get too fucked, when I might get too lit, when I might get too clipped, when I get
Galactic Cyclops says, that is not good rap. No, come on. No, wait. No, don't have anything to play from them. Just this little clip here, just to show everybody. These are, known characters in my show for any new people watching. This is just a little starter. We got a few little starter topics here.
One too many bombs. One too many bombs.
So, a match made in heaven, I think you'll agree.
One too.
Okay, so there you go. We got one more little video from... Durt Burd, which I think you'll enjoy as well. You ready for this? Okay, blink and you'll miss it. I'm only gonna play it once. This is Durt Burd exposing himself.
Bitch, I got lean on me right now. I be sipping juice right around in the coop. Niggas selling lean on me like wow. I be sipping goop. I can't sell no shit to you. I been pouring.
There you go. Durt Burd exposing himself. The big Rich Smickz Durt Burd link up there. Cannot wait to hear this. Please, God, let it be good. Come on. People heard me banging these ones up for years. Come on now. It's time to come good here. People be looking at me funny if this isn't good, right? Yes, we have one short update here. We have an update from Millyz, okay? And if you don't remember who Millyz is, he is from Boston, I think. And he is a rapper, a white rapper with hella face tattoos, right? And we've made a couple of interesting investigations of him. What we have sort of found out about him is he's a complete goofball. He's cringe. He's annoying. And he's quite strange, quite a strange young man. He is most famous, in my eyes, for the time he pulled up outside of a prison and filmed himself giving his friends some money, okay? Organized a whole photo shoot for this moment. And he also happened to include in his own video him taking the money back to give back to him because he felt that the friend didn't make a big enough deal about him giving it to him the first time. We caught that on camera. And search for Millyz Conor.G show if you want to see that backstory. Let's check in with the chat here. Ducky Meow says, the idea of Durt Burd just running about hotbox in a dressing gown is quite funny. So he must be like shooting a music video or something in there, right? There has to be a reason. Do you remember he was wearing that in his The Weatherman? His performance of The Weatherman. Was that with the Belfast Groove Collective or someone else? We were so impressed by it. We were blown away by it. He was, what's with this robe? Is this his image? He's going for a pimp image. He also does the Crip sign, but it's for CERT. It's the C for CERT, which is his little group of mates. I'm not sure. I'm very old. I try and stay out of it, right? Right, so from Durt Burd and Rich Smickz to Millyz, all right? So Millyz is not a friend of the show. He's a complete freakazoid. I hate him. And one of the things we were talking about with Millyz was, when it comes to these American rappers, they have this really strange, they sort of have this out of place accent, and whether that comes from whatever hood they're in, I honestly don't know what it is. We speculated about it. I think it's some sort of it's like an extra thing that they've come up with themselves to sort of mask a little bit of their real personalities and a little bit of their personality, their image, their gangster rapper image. They have a little bit of both, so if they're ever called out on either side, they can just be like, no, I've been doing this the whole time. We're still investigating that with a number of rappers. We have a few scientific investigations running concurrently with different rappers, from mostly Americans, right? Yes, Disgrace of the Waking Android got married, and he got to meet all his heroes. All right, let's not let's not drag him into this Millyz beef, shall we? Disgrace of the Waking Android, congratulations. Let's see. We're getting some old hip hop references here.
You got the reference?
Galactian Cyclops says American listeners think the same about British hip hop accents. So this guy, Millyz, I think he even has a strange accent for, I think Americans would think he had a weird accent. So Galactian Cyclops, you'll hear this guy talking, but we sort of had a theory that he was sort of putting it on a bit or changing things, I think that about a lot of rappers. And he sort of confirms this here in this new clip. We got 2 stunning new clips from this No Jumper, right? Another freakazoid with face tattoos. Right, check this out.
I feel like from watching the interviews with you from like 10.
So Adam22 here, giant freak. And then this is Millyz here. So there's Adam22. He has Lisa tattooed on his face. And this is Millyz here wearing his little romper suit. He's sitting down, his trousers, he's got his whole groin exposed.
11 years ago that I just...
Right, so check this out. Listen to what Adam22 is saying to Millyz here. He already knows. So Adam22 is so, stupid that he can get away with sort of saying stuff like this. He sort of paints it in a non-confrontational way.
I feel like from watching the interviews with you from like 10, 11 years ago that I just saw...
I wish they would take those offline.
Hear that? I wish they would take those offline. So his old interviews, he doesn't like listening to them. Now that goes for everybody. You see an old piece of footage in yourself, you go, ugh, rotten. Even if you hear yourself recorded back, you go, do I sound like that? So maybe there's a bit of that, but seeing as this whole thing of his voice being wacky and weird, and now couple this up with the rapper called Kasky, right? Kasky, yet another white rapper, weird sort of unplaceable accent, covered in face tattoos. They replace, these tattoos are in place of personality, right? Welcome in, Rare Witch. So, Kasky, Millyz, Kasky, do you remember? He signed with Birdman years ago, and there was like a little vlog of him being a little, white geekazoid, a little nerdlinger, signing with Birdman from Cash Money. And that has been entirely scrubbed from the internet. I did a full investigation. We covered it here in the show. He has scrubbed his entire past. So it's just like that Millyz here has said that, he wishes all his old interviews were gone.
I feel like from watching the interviews with you from like 10, 11 years ago that I just saw...
I wish they would take those offline. Oh, God.
So he hits him.
Your confidence just feels like it's kind of grown a lot over the years.
Well, I was scared to speak on like camera and shit like that before because I always had like a subconscious Subconscious is the word, right? Yeah, I always had like a subconscious thing about like my voice because I kind of like grew up in like, the neighborhood being the only white kid, but then when I started...
This was like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
I grew up in like a neighborhood being the only white kid, but then when I started being in other environments and realizing like, oh, people judge me for how I'm speaking.
Yes. Yes, now you're being judged in a way that you didn't even think was possible.
Then I got self-conscious about my voice.
I got self-conscious
I was
about
criticized
my
for it, but
voice. Now, so I feel like what he's trying to say is, oh, you know, like, I don't know, music label executives or something, or what, like, white privileged people would sort of look down on him because he's speaking like, you know, he's from the hood or whatever. And then people from the hood are judging him because, you know, he obviously has a white family who he really speaks like, right? This is making a lot of assumptions about Millyz, right? And, but really, well, I'm not saying anything to do with that. I'm saying that he has another made up third type of voice. So not prim and proper and not street, right? Something else that these white rappers have to make for themselves because they're so uncomfortable that they just can't be themselves because they have this image to put up, right? App Guy, welcome in, App Guy. He says, I get judged for talking Southern. So let's see what else he has to say here.
Started being in other environments and realizing like, oh, people judge me for how I'm speaking. Then I got self-conscious about my voice.
Then I got self-conscious about my voice. Is there anyone in the chat that likes this guy? Make yourself be known right now.
Because I was criticized for it, but now I'm just like, fuck it, it is what it is.
Right, here's another thing. It's like, sorry, you're worried about people criticizing you for your voice. You're a rapper. You're a white rapper covered in face tattoos and you're ginger. Your voice is what you're worried about, son. No. I might have to clip this here for the soundboard. Maybe just clip this little image of his face here to play on screen.
Then I got self-conscious about my voice.
That'll be a good one there.
Yep, that's me.
Another clip like that.
Because I was criticized for it, but now I'm just like, fuck it.
How ironic, right?
It is what
You
it
used to
is.
have a gnarly ass Boston accent. Did you?
Nah. We don't have that like in our neighborhood.
Really?
We don't have that in our neighborhood. All right, Rob, are you here? Are you in? Are you connected to the Wi-Fi right now, Rob? He drew all over himself. I must start talking like riff-raff, says App Guy. We have a term for it in America, says Chihuahua. The W word. Come on, we're past that. We're past that now. We're on to a whole nother new thing, which is, not so much to do with, the whole black-white thing. It's just to do with being cringe, okay? That's where we all like to focus on. You don't have to make everything political and racial. Not saying that that's what you're saying, but I feel like that's what people would like to take it as, The W word, says Chihuahua. No, this is something completely different. That's like the thing that gets you interested in them, right? The W accent, says Chihuahua. Yeah. That's like Rachel Dolezal. But there's so many like layers to, how really like cringe I find people like Millyz, people like Kasky. I want to do a whole film just about making fun of both of them. Back to back, a double feature. So here's one that this is like, I probably watched this 2,000 times, okay? So he obviously suffers from something of an... I don't know what that word is, Rob. He draws out his words really bogglingly Bogging Lee. Yes, I think he does that because he is scanning each word to see if it's going to sound cool enough. Do you know what I mean? Bro faded for real, says Rare. I was wondering if he's on that Henny. Well, look. He's got a little Hennessy cork there in front of him, right? He fake ass, yo. All right, so everybody listen up. Well, maybe you will have a few times to hear this next clip be played. It's a 3-second clip here. And I think it might answer a lot of questions for us. Let's full screen this to hear and see this in its full glory. Without further ado, Millyz, ladies and gentlemen.
I was put into special education when I was young.
Sorry for the audio there.
I was put into special education when I was young. I was put into special education when I was young. I was put into special education when I was young. I was put into special education when I was young. I was put into special education when I was young. I was put into special education when I was young. I was put into special education when I was young.
This is the gangster rappers we have a choice of today. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Millyz. Welcome in, Sneaky. He says, Cola needs that in the soundboard. How dare you? That is mine. That is mine. That is my clip. I need to add that. Bro is flexing the remedial class. He wrote the short boss. Bless her little heart, says Rob. Now, I think the first time we spoke about him on... Was it him? The first time we spoke about him, or it might have been Kasky. They're interchangeable pretty much. We compared him to a comedy character that we saw before. I think his name was Little Kev.
Oh shit, it's funny. You like this movie?
Your shirt's on backwards.
What? Oh, snap! It is. Oh, look at
We need to break up.
I was put into special education when I was young.
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up. It takes a second, D. All right.
One more time for the people at the back.
I was put into special education when I was young.
So there you go. That was Millyz. Millyz surprises us all was the name of that segment. Now, don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. He is not, special needs. We do not make fun of people with special needs on this show. But sometimes it is hard to tell, that guy postures himself as a big, dangerous, drug-dealing gangster. And one thing I have learned while producing the Conor.G show is you can't get cancelled for slagging off a wannabe gangster. In fact, people encourage it. Because they're the ones that take it the thickest. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is the Conor.G show. That was Sunsplash Vibe by Mark 7. So thank you all for joining me tonight. We have some haircut content coming up for you. My barber actually told me today that it's not my barber, it's the guy that's standing in for my barber. My barber goes to Pakistan for I think 4 months out of every year for some reason. An extended holiday. But the guy that's filling in for him told me that he went to his ex's wedding, and as a wedding present, he gave the new husband, it was an arranged marriage, he told me that he gave them as a wedding present, gave it directly to the new husband, a photo album of all the photographs of him and his wife together as revenge. That's what he told me today. So welcome in. This is the Conor.G show. Yes, check out this lovely GAC t-shirt that I'm wearing here. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I designed this. I designed this shirt for the GAC recording label. Headphones are all tangled up here. So if you would like to buy one of these t-shirts, go check out GAC on Instagram, or hit up Jay Sutton on Instagram. 20 quid each. And if you would like to support the Conor.G show, you can go check out my website, jesterNotDead.com. This is a wonderful way to support the Conor.G show. You can also sign up, subscribe for free using Prime. Amazon owns Twitch, so you get one free subscription to a streamer of your choice every month. Takes nothing out of your pocket, puts it into mine. Check this out. This is my website, JesterNotDead.com. Right, we got a whole bunch of cool t-shirts here. Conor.G show merch. Look at this one here. Take me to jail right now for the 100th episode commemorative show. There you go. Clout kills, that says. That comes in black and grey. We got all sorts of cool, funky stuff. All these badass designs that I've created over the years. Some brand new, some refreshed older designs. Highly sought after. Check it out. There's the Cyclops Troll Hunter one. Let's have a look at the back of this one. So I designed these myself, all right? Some effort in these designs, not just a word in font picked from a computer. So I spent months drawing some of these. So go check that out. That is JesterNotDead.com. Oh yeah, you can get this one off GAC, the GAC recording label. Or Jay Sutton, right? All right, so I'm going to take a very quick break, and when I return, we have new haircut material. We've got JKO, we've got Whelo fella, and we've got Paul the Hitman Morrissey. Then we've got a stunning episode of Dirty Dinners, and we've got Rare Witch's new song called Battered. We got Marcus O'Leary. We've got Ali Dunworth making an appearance in this week's Dirty Dinners. And then we've got Aitch as well, and some Hullen in a segment called Hullen is a granda. I thought I was the granda persona in the Northern Irish hip-hop scene. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening tonight. Welcome in App Guy, Galactian Cyclops, Rare Witch, Ducky Mail, Rob, Snake, Sabwa, and hello everyone else. 1420. This is your first time watching the Conor.G show? Hi. You can get the entire this is episode 125 of the Conor.G show. You can get the entire back catalogue on coffee.com/ConorGillespie. That's a wonderful way to support the show if you like what I'm trying to put together here. All right, so taking a very quick break. When I return, all that good shit plus more. This is the Conor.G Show.
I got the Glock, got the game motherfucking dead. I'm in the body with walk, that's the walk. I got the motherfucking head. Out of that bed, they die. I don't even fuck with their friends. Out of my cuts, dirt. I don't even fuck with these men. I don't even fuck with the guap. I do the guap spin. I don't even fuck with the guap. I do the guap spin. I got some money to spend. We got some money to spend.
Like a single sizable eye socket right in the middle of the forehead. The ancient Greeks collected fossils like these and believed they told a story about massive monsters.
In Greek mythology, the Cyclops described as a one-eyed giant who existed here on Earth a long time ago.
The Silk Cut, Britain's best-selling low-tar cigarette in 1983.
Vikings also scratched runes into household goods. Deciphering these messages is no easy task. Runes are short, straight and diagonal lines in many different dialects. There was no standard spelling. They wrote the individual runic letters by pronouncing the sounds of their regional accents. So even though modern runologists can read runes, their meaning isn't always obvious.
Got the back and sides. Listening.
Once I get my hands on you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Conor.G Show. I'm your host, and this is the goddamn Conor.G Show. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for you, I have collected a bunch of hilarious things to display. If you're live with us here watching on Twitch, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a couple of little funny bits and pieces there in the channel points selection box. Things like the disclaimer. If you think I'm going too far with something, you can redeem the disclaimer just to watch my back, okay? Thank you. You're a group of little lawyers in the chat. We have read the comments for 100. We have highlight your message. Watch your language. This is, of course, a PG stream. Some bad language may slip out, but, you know, that'll just be in the heat of the moment, okay? It's a PG stream. You're not going to see anything too crazy. You are my little focus group in the chat as well. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this crap that I'm spouting off about. What I try to do is, you know, present my little thing and then check in with the chat after to see what your thoughts are on the subject. And I hate when I forget to do that in between subjects, you know. So Drop your thoughts in the chat box. This song is Anxious So High. Right, we've also got the Be Nice Challenge for 500 channel points. That is where if someone hit that during the little Millyz segment there, I would have to stop everything and be nice about him for about 30 seconds or so, or 10 seconds, you know, for however long I can continue to be nice about him, okay? I love doing that. No one has ever redeemed the Be Nice Challenge apart from people who I'm talking about in the chat that want me to be nice about them. Or want me to stop ripping them a new one, you know. We've got pull up or rewind on that bad thing. We've got friend or foe. That's normally reserved for people that join us in the chat. They're talking a bunch of muck, not making any sense, making it about themselves. You can redeem that to see if we can vote them friend or foe. If they're voted friend, they get to stay forever and love us and we love them. And if they're voted foe, they get banned from the chat for life. You've got put it on the board. Okay, we've got a little board here. We can draw things on that. You've got blast them. So when we're on the second screen here, you can shoot that on the half screen as well, I think. We've got what's Marcus up to for 5,000. You need to supply the content for that. We've got Stop Everything and Watch Marcy and I Need M.R Now, as well as Pop Down Off Your High Horse for 20,000 channel points. Woo, that one really annoys me. And if I react negatively to any of these redeems, that's part of the show too, all right? Let's just go along with it. Okay, let's get into this haircut content. I absolutely love haircut content. Tokimio says, I'm slowly collecting points again after last week. Well, you did a good job. You saved the show 1 week. Was that last week or the week before? I had completely run out of energy and I was about to end the show and I give people a couple of options, 1 or 2 things here and there. And I had Paul Morrissey planned, but I was just like, no, I'll do it next week. Ducky Mio came to the rescue, redeemed Stop Everything and Watch Paul Morrissey, and we finished the show on an absolute crescendo, an absolute high, as I love to do. So I like to keep it a nice, neat 2 hours, but I know we're already an hour in, but the heat of performance, right? We've got some Lucozade here, you know, sorry, I will now be performing some of the show at least through stifled burps. Most other streamers will burp directly into the mic, disgracing themselves and their families and the audience. I, as a broadcaster, don't like to hear that, but I do continue to drink a fizzy drink. Why is that? Well, I tested out a bottle of Lucozade Energy, Lucozade Sport, rather, the other day, just to see, could this be my drink for the show now? I think it was too sweet. You know, Lucozade Energy, it is a glucose drink, but it's not too sweet. It's almost like a punishment to drink. It is nice. Why else would I drink it? But it's fizzy, it's not good for broadcasting. You know, yeah, all the shows have their own drinks. You know, Pod Awful has Dr. Pepper. I've got Lucozade Energy, right? Glucose. I also feel Lucozade's very Irish. Okay? So, don't worry, the burps will be stifled off camera. And let's not make a big deal out of it, right? Cheers, everybody. Hope you've got a nice little gin and tonic, a little red wine, a cup of tea, a stack of Bickies, some crisps mixed up in a bowl. Either way, I hope you're comfy and having a laugh. Cheers. Thank you. It makes me, gives me the courage and energy I need to slag off people that don't deserve it. Lucozade Energy drink. Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor yet. Oh, that's going to be a big burp in a minute. Why did I drink that much? All right. Come on, this is the Conor.G show. Come on, everybody. Right, so let's get into these new haircuts, shall we? So, over the weekend, I was prancing across the globe. No, I wasn't. I was in Cork for a wedding. Beautiful wedding, one of the nicest weddings I've ever been to. Big up to everyone involved. I'm not going to dox anyone. Excuse me. Big ups, Jules and Sean. Hope that you stay married for 1,000 years. Yes, 1,000. Hopefully there's some life elongating science that happens in the next 50 years, so you can both stay together for the next 1,000. Well done to the happy couple. And also big up these Chris the Walking Android. Right? So I was in Cork, and I believe JKO is from Cork. Who's JKO? He is this wonderful singing, dancing, rapping musician from Ireland. He is actually one of the people who benefited from one of my little Be Nice challenges. It wasn't a challenge. It wasn't a channel point redeem back then. It was just, I was ripping him a new one. I think I mentioned it recently. I was ripping him a new one for like an hour straight, watching his music video. Really having a great time. You know, doing what we do best here on the Conor.G show. Nitpicking every little thing. Trying to, you know, get in between the nooks and crannies and crevices of what was happening on screen. And I said in the middle of that here, take this, clip it out of context of me being nice to you, post that instead of all this mad shit that I'm saying, right? So he did that, and I just fell in love with him, you know. He had a sense of humor about it, and, you know, that's all you really need. That's all you really need when it comes to me. So I was looking for this exact song that he did. I believe it's called Sashing Thursdays. Sashing Thursdays. I don't see it. I don't see it online. Where is it? Let's type the word Thursdays here. So here's my reaction to it. Actually, I don't see. There's my reaction to it, but I don't see the actual music video here. Sashing Thursday. Maybe it'll come up if I put in the dots in between here. There's JKO with Batman. That's not the same JKO, though. Let's try this. There's my first investigation. Highly recommend this video here. Getting to know JKO. Conor investigates Irish rapper and R&B singer from Cork. 94 views. One of the best nights of my life recording this here. Highly recommend it if you're watching the VOD there and you want to get caught up in some of the lore. Right, so there's Sashing Thursday. Let's click on this here. And this, I say, Cork rapper destroys NYC GOAT Jay-Z lyrically, right? Complete clickbait, don't worry about it. Thursday, I guarantee it's going to be about boozing. So I feel a bit like Millyz now. I'm like, oh, these old videos of me, disgusting. Here we go. 4K, baby. 4K, well done, JK. So just skipping ahead here. Oh, so here's what I want to show you.
Is this in Gaelic there?
This area here, where he's standing right now, I was there. I was in Cork, in the exact same spot that JKO was standing right now.
Not
so, sorry. Let's skip ahead here. Look, so there's the Dean in the background there.
Can we party?
See how much I love JKO. So anyway, there's the Dean in the background. This exact spot, I was there, everybody, okay? I just wanted to let you know that historic moment between me and JKO. There's the Dean, the famous Dean,
JKO
right there.
Stood right there.
There you go. Cork, the beautiful Cork, ladies and gentlemen. That's not all, of course. This is the haircut section, right? JKO's had a little haircut. I thought we could just take a look at that haircut. I got my haircut today. You're all looking at it. Told you my little barber story. So why can't we share everyone else's little barber stories here? Cork. Yeah. Can we party? So there you go. There's JKO. We got to know JKO the first time. He had these like curtains, you know, classic old school boy band curtains. If you're familiar with that haircut. And here he is looking very nice. And nice haircut there. Barely any dandruff. If any at all. And interesting photograph. I'm not one to post selfies at all. I realize this is a camera pointed at me to perform this entire show, but I'm not really a social media self-videoing type of guy. Maybe that would be funny. Maybe I would go viral. Maybe I would be popular then. If I posted pics like this. But what can we say about this photograph here? He's like not looking into the camera. He's like looking down at something here. He's sort of not smiling either. He's sort of half smiling, half not smiling. A bit of a Mona Lisa smile here. So look at this side, sad. And then we look at this side, not so sad. Right? So let me see. What advice could we give Jackie? Nice hair. I think the hair's looking good. Very nice. Not too much product. Right? Styled. Okay? I don't know what. I don't know. I wonder if he had a little connection there in his eyebrows. Of course, lots of famous people have connecting eyebrows. Skepta, the most famous eyebrow joint in the middle. Noel Gallagher. And, of course, Carmen Quigley, one of my most famous favourite artists from Dublin here. Connecting eyebrow in the middle. Very famous. Frida Kahlo. Right? I'm a big fan of the connecting eyebrow. Let that grow and let's get some personality going here. I don't know if he does have that. I'm just joking around here. What would I say? Yeah, maybe camera a bit further away. Smile. Maybe turn your head to the good side a little bit. All right? This is just some fashion advice for our friend JK, the artist. This is the haircut segment. This is the haircut content that people have been dying for. I used to go to this barber in Dublin. Lots and lots of good barbers in Dublin. You know, sometimes you can pay 40 quid, 45 quid for a haircut. And I hate those places. Keep you waiting for ages. And then, you know, they're shaving the same bit, Paul Morrissey style. For God knows how long. It's like, let's go already. All right? I'm not in a boy band. We're not about to go on stage here. Just get a cut. Get me out. Get me back to work. The worst thing with these places, these, you know, I don't want to call them fancy because they're not fancy. There's just the barbers are like, learned how to do a skin fade and they're just like, oh, I'm the best at doing skin fades. It's like skin fades look awful now. And these places, you're like, go in, there's a queue and you're like 4 people cutting hair and each of them take an hour to do the same haircut. It's not like they're doing new different haircuts. The same lad wearing the same tracksuit in each chair. And they're all getting the same haircut. So it was like, let's get it done nice and quick. Snip, snip, snip. Out you go, out the door. And they're taking forever. You're queuing up and you're thinking, right, 3 people here. There's 2 people ahead of me. That haircut, they're all already cut. But then they go over the same bit over and over and over and over again, taking this much off each time so they can charge the extra tenner. Right? And then you go, it's finally your turn. And then some guy walks in and he goes, oh, that's my 3 o'clock appointment. All right, sorry, yeah. It's like, I've been sitting here for an hour and a half. I'm late. I'm about to go back to work. And then you get up to storm out in a huff and slam the door. And the guy's like, what? I have an appointment. And I'm like, you could have told me an hour ago. So now I just go to these cheap, shitty places. And the place I go to now is fine, right? It's not shitty, you know, but you're paying next to nothing, right? I'm not in music videos. I don't need a fresh skin fade every week, like Paul Morrissey. But I used to go to this place, which was absolutely terrible. I think it was like a tenner for a haircut, right? And the only qualification that I could see for them having a barber shop was owning scissors, right? That's it. And there's like 3 or 4 people in there, and they're all chancers. Like none of them could cut. And then I noticed that the main barber, his hair was exactly the same as Psychic Glenn's. So, you know, so he didn't have hair. He's wearing like a top piece. And then he's cut my hair and it looks terrible. And we used to cover my haircuts in the show. And I kept going back to the same place. I went back 3-4 times in a row. And I knew it was going to be terrible. It was always terrible. And but I just did it for the photograph to show the show. And it's like every time it was like, they let me leave like this, you know? Now I was like to test them even more. But they always say, oh, do you want some gel or something? I says, no, you've done a terrible job. You're not going to mask it with gloop. I didn't say that, obviously, but I said no, and then watched them just be like, well, I'm done. See you later. That'll be €8, please. So luckily I found somewhere better. I told you that crazy story he told me about getting revenge on one of his exes.
by giving her new arranged marriage husband a photo album of them both together. So, yeah, I remember in the past we did the little Hieronymus Bosch hellscape. We had 3 of my terrible haircuts side by side. And I really should have pulled that up for you now. Let's see if we have that. What do we call it? See if I have that. Might have it stashed. Haircut. I do. Here it is here. Oh my god. Look at this here. You're going to die. You're going to love this here. So, so there's one terrible haircut there. There's one. Look at this one in the middle. And then look at this one here. And then there's me with the remnants. I think this haircut here is this. So, needless to say, these early episodes of the Conor.G show are all behind the paywall on Ko-fi there. If you want to see these, all top tier quality content, just behind the paywall there, Ko-fi.com/Conor Gillespie. There's a little link there. Should you want to go chip in if you like the Conor.G show? There you go. The little hellscape haircut terror. Look at this. I love that. They let me leave the barbershop looking like this here. Like, that's what was astonishing to me. It's like, I like didn't even care that it was so bad, because it was like, you know, I get to tell people now that this is what someone did to me. Of course, you play around with it in the mirror for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and then you get it, you know, sculpted into something that isn't, you know, hideous and criminal. Look at the state of this, man. Did they cut it inside a paper bag? I don't know what she was doing. Maybe she was afraid because the Russian-Ukraine war was kicking off. So, so never mind JKO, never mind me. We've got the Whelo fella. So, the Whelo, so we got a little video here for you. He's discussing his brand new haircut. Check it out. It's the Whelo fella.
The new Barnett.
New Barnett. He's proud of it. He's showing off that hairline. He's got the same hairline as me now.
What I'm thinking. I like it.
Oh.
The new Barnett. What I'm thinking.
Looking very blonde.
I like it.
Oh. He likes it, he says. So I think one thing that is most striking in this video is something that we have noticed happening to the Whelo fella. He's been, you know, transforming before our very eyes. He has been going through a puffining. I like to call it a puffining. If you don't know what a puffining is, that is when someone is gaining, their face also gains, right? You see it happen to boxers, I guess, whenever they stop training and cutting weight. Their McDonald's usage is more visible in their faces. Of course, the Whelo fella, a boxer, remember? One thing that we noticed whenever we watched the Whelo's training for his boxing match with Dylan Moran, right? Dylan Moran's professional boxer, the Whelo fella, amateur boxer, right? If you can even call him that. They did an exhibition fight, and, you know, we called it. Dylan Moran was, you know, letting them off with everything pretty much. And they I know this must have been agreed beforehand, because they made the match a tie, right? And it was like, you know, Dylan Moran was pulling punches. He was really like going easy on him, but they gave him a draw. Maybe that was, you know, in the contract. It's like, no, it has to be a draw. But one of the things we noticed was the differences in their headshots, their little promotional shots for the fight. The Whelo was like, you know, not a hint of muscle on him. And, you know, we went through, type in the Whelo fella, Dylan Moran, Conor.G show on YouTube. You'll see a good little clip I put together about the whole training and our speculation around the boxing match. We noticed that Dylan Moran's like the Hulk. And then the Whelo fella's just like, you know, skinny, lanky, skinny Maloney legs, big banana feet. Maybe he saw the video and he was like, right, this is it. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna start bulking up here now. Surprise, surprise.
the Whelo has been bulking. We have come across a little post here. So here he is. So, have you ever seen a show like this here? So, he's got his little dang-a-lang poking out here, right? And then he also has it here as well, right? So sorry about that. Lock up your dollars. It's the Whelo. So we guessed this. We guessed that he was doing again. We guessed that he was doing some gains. But, of course, he is only working out the glamour muscles, so he ends up looking like this very doughy... I don't know, what would you call this? What do you call... Has anyone ever played Fallout? Where the way you get to choose what sort of build your character is, and this one's like the barrel-chested one, you know? So, I don't think he's training for any boxing matches. I don't want to lead anyone astray and say that, you know, he is trying to train for any sort of physical combat sport. No, I think the goals are just, you know, the glamour muscles, as you would say, you know, a very vain guy. So, I don't just bring this up to, you know, clarify our suspicions were absolutely correct. He is on a puffering streak. He's ate a good few worms, yes, big shout-outs. He did eat that worm one time, didn't he? So here's the old haircut. I think maybe we should do a vote on which haircut we like the best, the new one or the old one, right? So this one's like a lot closer to my haircut, actually. So we've got the little boy's haircut. Now, I believe he might be in his mid to late 20s. I don't know. I don't know the ages of anyone that end up being on this show. But I believe he could be, I don't know, 23 to 27, right? Still get this. So he's got the skin fade, right? So, I don't know. I grew out of the skin fade. As most people should after a little while. Paul Morrissey, skin fade mohawk coming up shortly. Stay tuned for that next.
For the banter, yeah?
And then we have the classic, what other people would call 5 minutes to the watershed, fuck boy haircut, right? That's what it's called. I hate saying that term. Disgusts me. But that's what it is known as. The F-boy haircut. Welcome into Babo. And then we have just the classic side part skin fade, okay? What do we call this? The Peaky Blinders for sake of argument. So he's got a new face. He's got the new teeth. Well, the teeth aren't new. He's got a new face, new body. He's got a new face, new hair. New face, new body, new hair. What do you think? New personality soon? Or is there a chance for a new personality? Will he start his... he has been posting photographs with girls. Now, faceless girls. Mostly pictures of their hands and bodies. So there is still no... We still do not know if this is the same girl or this is different women. Now, his character is different women. But who knows? Well, his last song was called Toxic Love. He was saying something about the nameless, faceless girl. Whatever that means.
You got the reference?
Tababo says, if it wasn't skin fade on the sides and back, it might actually look decent. Getting the bangs off his forehead. Lol. Yes, absolutely. It's so close to being actually good, says Tababo. You hear that, Whelo? So I think it is completely fair to talk about people's looks, especially when they put a lot of work into it. Maybe they would like it. So I think we should probably do a vote. Let's see what we like the best here. Do we like the new one or the old one? The F-boy versus the... What do you call this? The Peaky Blinders. I'm not happy with that, but it'll have to do for now. Get a little poll on screen for you. All right, so we've got a poll in the chat right now. Is Whelo's new hair a good move or a bad move? So he, of course, he looks like a POS in this image. The look on his face. Never mind what the hell he's doing here. His little flexing thing. I mean, not my cup of tea, but he looks like such a cheeky little chappy here. He looks kind of evil, but could that be just a Bugsy Malone style evil? You know, like a comic book style evil, perhaps. That's what I hope for. I like this look better than this look. He just looks so damn stupid here. He looks like a little bit older. He looks a little bit, don't want to say wiser, but he looks a bit more, I really don't know. This is throwing me. This is throwing me. All right, so 1 in the chat for it's a bad move, the new haircut's a bad look, or 1 for a good look. All right? What do you think? 2 they're saying in the chat. They hate it. That's 3 2s. Now, when I asked what this haircut was called, the people in the chat would refer to it as a F-boy, right? Fuck boy. So, that's not a good thing. It went from worse to bad, says the Babo. I hate them both, says Ducky Mia. It's false advertising like asshole camo. So you're saying the hair is camo for, you know, he looks like a nice young lad, but here he's like, you know, you can see that he's, you know, a gobshite or whatever. Now I believe Whelo's not evil. He is leaning into his heel character. He did spray biological waste over the orchard, the pub, and he did eat a worm. But I think those are all additions to his heel character. I don't think he's a bad guy. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. Everyone hates him. I think he is one of the richest characters that we have here in the Conor.G show. Not richest monetarily, richest as in a lot to him. I wouldn't go so far as to say he is deep, but he offers a lot of content and entertainment for me. So the crowd have voted a unanimous 100% bad move with the new haircut. What is he doing with his eyebrows and why is he pouting? In this one? Well, the video won't play. Hold on, let's get a refresh on that video. So this photograph is titled Whelo Gaint, not Whelo Giant as it might look. It's Gaint, as in he gained weight. Let's get this little video up for you. So I'm glad he addressed this because I noticed it and was thinking, this is a big move for Whelo. I wonder if he'll just crack and brush it all forward again. Now, you were saying... you say it's false advertising like a whole camo. PG stream, sorry. Or just straight up camouflage for the hairline. You know what I mean? It's natural to go bald. That's what all men do. Both are Hitler youth haircuts, if I can say that on Twitch, is ducking me off. It's your accusation, not mine. Let's watch this video one more time here.
The new Barney. What we thinking? I like it.
He likes it. He's proud of it. What more can you ask of from a man? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Conor.G show. We have one more piece of haircut content for you tonight. And that involves everybody's favorite haircut vlogger. You know him, you love him. It's Paul Morrissey.
Yep, that's me.
He's up to his old tricks again. So we got a few little bits and pieces here for you from the main man. So I believe I've come up with a theory, a plausible theory as to why he thinks he can call himself a professional photographer, okay? Now, I'd love to hear your theories on this. I think something's fishy with this whole thing that he's claiming to be a professional photographer who gets paid to take photographs. Now, you take one glance at his photographs, they're awful. There's no way you could call yourself a professional photographer. Now, the only way you could call yourself a professional photographer is if someone is giving you money for these. But the photographs are so bad that the women he's taking photographs of on the beach, he's calling them clients, right? Which I think is extremely far-fetched. Because these women are, you know, young, modern women. I'm sure they're on Instagram. What other reason would you be taking photographs on the beach? So they must be able to tell what a good photograph is. I just don't know. But I have come up with a theory, and we will get into that shortly. Let's just check out this haircut content that he posted. Okay? Alright, check it out. So here we go. He posted this to Instagram. A little place on the internet where we collect lots and lots and lots of crazy, funky people. And the best thing about it is they post this shit themselves. All right? Here's Paul Morrissey. Going back to my roots. Yeah. So this is just a throwback for Paul. So Paul didn't used to do these exploitation videos, these big boob butt beach videos. He used to just post shit like this, but he would talk. The best part of it was him trying to think of things to say to the barber, right? There's a language barrier there. There's the awkwardness of how ugly the haircut is that he's getting. The fact that he's filming it always put the barbers on edge. And it was just, you know, a wonderful little glimpse into one of the most awkward things you can do is getting a haircut. Does anybody here enjoy getting their haircut? I know everybody likes, you know, the final end result, but does anybody mates with their barber? Does anybody enjoy putting that little gown on? Does anybody enjoy any part of the going to the barber process? So that's already awkward, but then you add on top of it, it's Paul Morrissey, right? So just imagine the hijinks. There was nothing more to this. I just wanted to show you back to his roots. This is where it all started with Paul Morrissey, these haircut vlogs. Now, Paul, I think I mentioned it earlier, he gets his haircut every 4 days, he said. And I believe a big part of it is that human interaction. I don't think he has many friends. Maybe he does. This is all speculation. But, you know, this is one of the only ways he can get people to touch him. Until he found other ways, like by going to the beach and being like... He started, you know, kissing and grabbing the women that he's doing these vlogs and photographs with. Under the guise of, haha, we're on camera, let's do a photograph together, right? If you don't believe me, go check Paul Morrissey's YouTube channel. Non-tent, they're calling it in the chat. Ducky Meal says, I cut mine if I'm really stuck. My cousin Lynn does it. Big ups to Lynn. Well, that must take guts to cut your own hair. But yeah, if he was in Ireland, he wouldn't be able to afford to get his haircut 4 times every 4 days because, you know, too expensive. I don't believe he has any money. That's why he's been wearing the same pair of jorts for 6 years, okay? So if you've never seen haircut content before, this must be something else for you. So, right, what else do we have from Paul? We got a little Paul selection, a little selection box here for you. View gallery. All right. So it's just, look, this was, I thought I'd include this one because he's got a brand new pair of shades. He has been wearing the same dog dirt, thumbed off reflection, you know, 2 pence, knockoff pair of Ray-Bans that he got the first day he arrived in Thailand. He's been wearing those for 5 to 6 years. And I don't think these are his glasses. I think these could be one of his victims' glasses. That's what I call the people he speaks to on the beach. He's a bit old for mohawks. Yeah, I believe that's another part of Paul Morrissey's charm. He's a year older than me. And I don't think he's really coming to terms well with this whole aging thing. You know, just accept it. Start wearing socks with sandals. So I think maybe just these are just a cool pair of shades that one of the broads, mamacitas, sorry to use some of his language. I think they were wearing these, and he was like, "Give us a gown for a photo." Rob says he cut his own hair during the spam-demics. Oh, good lord.
Lest I be litigated.
Tucky Meal says, I did my DAS for him in the pandemic, and it was high-pressure environment. Yeah, part of me just wishes, you know, get the woman that lives in my house with me to do it for me, but she would panic. She would panic. I would lose an ear. Yeah, these are just some cool... I think these are just some cool Instagram babe-type glasses. Right? And of course, you know, no Paul Morrissey photograph is complete without tagging everyone under the sun. Look, the title of this photograph is Mohawk. Now, of course, this isn't a mohawk. It's a skin fade mohawk, right? Don't get it twisted. This is a skin fade mohawk. He coined that phrase, okay? Skin fade mohawk with top knot. Do you remember?
Yep, that's me.
I thought I had the skin fade mohawk video lined up. I do have it somewhere. Never mind. So let's see who he's tagged here. Club Tigres, ATL, ASFC, Atlas FC, Logan Paul, Cristiano, Jake Paul. So, oh God. Sultan S official, UFC, Mbappe, Rayados, Pogba. Unbelievable. Those glasses are definitely some kind of crime. But, you know, if you saw some, like, bikini model type wearing these, you wouldn't blink at it twice. You know what I mean? It's like what chemists wear in labs, says Rob. Highly unusual. So let's just check in. Here's one of his classic wall shoots. Paul Wall, he gets called. Because he is synonymous. He interviews walls. He likes to hang out beside walls. He likes to pose in front of walls. He likes to point at walls. He likes to talk to walls. He likes to talk about walls. He likes to vlog about walls. He is a wallman after all. Paul Wall. Chicago Bulls, NBA history. Jay Harden, Warriors, WNBA, Lakers. Steph Curry. There you go. Shaq. He's bothering Shaq with this sort of shit. Come on, do you not remember why Conor McGregor's dad blocked you? For tagging him. There you go. He's doing a little pose. Okay, we got one more. We got a second angle of the same shot. So, this brings me to my latest theory, okay? Let's take a trip over to Paul Morrissey's YouTube community page. Okay, no, of course, I am blocked on Instagram by Paul Morrissey. I did nothing wrong. Of course, he called me 10,000 times, giving me grief, sending me 100 voice notes, texting me over and over and over again, going absolutely psycho because he said he was going to stop doing these Conor McGregor impressions that he did daily. He said he offered that had nothing to do with me. He just said he was going to stop doing those because of all Conor McGregor's crimes. And then he just started doing them again the next day. And I said, oh, I thought you said you were going to stop doing these. And he flipped his lid. He went, he called me. Paul Morrissey has called me before. Raging. Voice note after voice. I wish I had all that stuff. But he blocked me, so I couldn't get it. This is years before the Conor. It was like 4 or 5 years before the Conor.G show ever existed. So before the Conor.G show ever existed, people told me I should do a show about this guy. And look what's happened. Look what's happened. So, because I do not get access to his Instagram account, I have to look at his YouTube community page, right? And I feel like the YouTube community page is often where he posts stuff that he thinks are the highlights of his Instagram. You know, this is just, speculation on my part, of course. So I think that, he posts all this shit to Instagram and he just posts the best stuff. Why bother posting the bad stuff? So let's see what he says. I can barely pay for a beer in Playa del Carmen anymore. So he hangs about on this beach in Mexico called Playa del Carmen. That's where he hangs out with his photography gear, right? Now, I've never called him this. Now, I do think he is acting out a little bit. He thinks he can get away with murder in these third world countries, right? He wouldn't get away with this shit in Ireland. Let me tell you that right now. I think that's why he lives in these countries. I think this whole vlogging thing was a way for him to meet people. The whole haircut thing's a way for him to meet people. And it's like, rather than just going and getting a haircut to, have a brief chat, you want to become a character in the barbershop. You want to ingrain yourself in that little community, perhaps, right? And to make himself stand out as being slightly more interesting, he started vlogging, so he can be the vlogger guy, right? The YouTube star, right? And I think that's what's happened with this Playa del Carmen beach thing, okay? That's where he goes. That's where he hangs out. That's where he accosts his victims. These buxom women, right? If you missed last week, was it last week, the week before? I got an age restriction on my little 2-minute documentary that I did about Paul. And it was all edited, all censored, right? Completely edited and censored. And then I went to go check his video where I got the source material from, not age restricted and not censored. It's all still up there, all the boobs and butts of the day. So I'm livid about that. I have not tried to take down the age restriction strike. We did a poll in the chat and I asked them, should this be age restricted? They voted yes. The majority voted yes. Not everyone, but the majority. So I'm just going to go with that. If they'd said no, I would have been in there snitching on Paul, being like, well, mine's all censored. Hey, this is 10 minutes long. Mine's only 2 minutes long. Being a real tout about it. Wall Morrissey, yeah. So here he is. I don't know what the hell he's going on about. I can barely pay for a beer in Playa del Carmen anymore. So what he is trying to say here is, I'm so popular, other people are buying me beers now. So I'm hoping he doesn't look at his little thumb. Look at this little thumb here. Look at this stubby little thumb. Look how dirty it is. He's been sticking it up his bum. So look at these dirty ass shorts. So he doesn't wear swim trunks. He always wears these dirty rolled up jeans at the beach with a belt often. It's like, can you imagine how filthy and stinking these are? So he is so popular now that he can't even buy a beer. Look, this is how popular he is. He wanders around with his camera, accosting his victims. badgering them into doing a photo shoot, and now he's calling them his clients. I am appalled at this here. So let's see what else he's got. Rapping Eminem, the real Slim Shady. Let's treat ourselves. Let's treat ourselves. So do you remember last time he did... Look at this glitch on the screen here. So the last time he did... we watched his karaoke. The last time he was doing Stan by Eminem. Look, he's got his jeans on and he's wearing a wife beater in the club. What era is this dinosaur from? Like, I love the way he dresses. It's so like, it's like Streets of Rage or something, you know? I love that, you know, that part of the reason he lives in these countries is that he can dress like this, you know? The silverbacker. Imagine this guy walking into your pub. A big muscle, he's about 5'2" as well. A big muscle bound 5'2" Irishman, completely burnt to a crisp. Ginger skullet, right? Vest, right? This is under under a blue light or a black light, right? Maybe you should see more stains in this here. But his white stuff only is white for about 2 seconds before it stains yellow, right? Because it's a hot country, he's sweating profusely in it, right? And he always goes around, he still wears tight jeans to this day. He's not a rock and roller, right? He still wears the same tight pair of jeans that he bought, 5 years ago. He wears clothes until they literally rot off his body. He hulks out of them. So let's hear him rap here. We got a girl here. He loves these. I love it. I love it. There's nothing better than just seeing someone go crazy, just loving life. Okay? I like that. I also like it for the added bonus of, what we're doing here. Yeah, look at his adoring crowd here. So it seems like he goes from karaoke bar to film himself performing Eminem. Look at this person's like, when's my turn? Get the gringo off the stage, it is my turn. I see when he's doing stuff like this. Look at his face. He looks like a little kid. When he has that little innocent look in his eyes. That always gets me. Look how scundered that girl looks. Do you think she's on our side? I just want you to see the little boy, the little innocent boyish look in his eyes right at the very end here. These shorts are no good for rewinding and pausing. She's left. That girl that was sitting right there has just left. Right, get ready to see this little boyish look at this boyish glint in his eye here. He did a little hee-hee there. This look here. See this? You ever seen a 37-year-old man do this look before? Excuse me. Look at his wee face. Excuse me. Oh. Anyway, you get the point. It is Paul Morrissey hulking out, tucked in wife beater, tight jeans, roasting hot Mexico night. So, excuse me. Sorry, everybody. We are not done with our little Paul Morrissey tirade here. I just wanted to take another glance at his community page here. Let's just see what's going on here. Oh my God, he's posted a child. Starstruck with Mexican Disney star Pato Alvarado Loza from the show Quecha. Great to meet you, Carnalito. So, I don't know if this is an actual child star. What Paul often does is will see someone who looks mildly, slightly, a little bit like a famous person, and he'll title his videos you know, he'll just say, oh, I met Shakira on the beach and it's just a girl with curly hair. You know what I mean? Run for your life, child, says Ducky Me Off. Okay. Would you jelly wrestle with this thick Peruvian babe? Like, what's the matter with this guy? Paul, what is the matter with you? Dare I watch this short? Let's just get this ready.
Okay, what's up, guys?
Oh my God, listen.
On the Quinta. This
Listen to his audio. Look, he's got a mic here. What an idiot.
crazy hostel rooftop bar. I'm here with Rey Mysterio. Hey guys, got some.
He's found another one. Look, he's found another masked guy. Another muscle-bound masked bozo.
I'm Mappy, beautiful Mappy from
Hi guys.
Peru. What's the crack, Mappy?
Tonight we're having jelly wrestling, sexy ladies like wrestling on
Oh my God.
full with jelly. Oh my God, that's so hot.
Are you gonna do it, Mappy? If you're there, I'm there.
Maybe.
You and me? Jelly wrestling?
Okay.
And Mappy knows about Ireland. Mappy worked in an Irish pub.
Yes, true. Like Irish are.
So what's jelly wrestling? It's not a thing. He hasn't introduced any of that. Maybe this is a clip from one of his vlogs. But I hoped he was going to ditch this horrid little microphone here that sounds so terrible.
Crazy. So I have big expectations with you.
So you know, like, what's the crack? No, I told that to you before, right?
Yes.
¿Sabes what's the crack? ¿Qué onda?
Yeah, we all know what's the crack is. I hate how he talks down to these people like they're idiots.
Mappy likes Guinness. You tried Guinness before, right?
A lot of baby Guinness and Guinness too.
So when you go to Cusco,
so a huge apology. So look, freaky guy, man. Right, so I got a point here. So really dragging this out for everyone. Look, so he's met another who recognizes Carnal from a huge TV show. So we don't know if this is a real star, a real fighter or whatever. He's taking a photograph in a man's locker room. Inappropriate, Paul. Or it just could be another one of these weird lookalikes that he always posts about. Look, there you go. Another one of his hideous videos. So I just wanted to see one of these here of him calling himself a photographer. Look. So this looks like this different girl's post here. Look, Julie, right? She says, yo, DJ quiero una buena foto. Como mis amigas me doy la vuelta y aparece magicamente un fotógrafo, right? So she's bigging him up on his photographs. Now, we all know that his photographs are extremely bad. So it's like whenever you see someone else post about this, you're like, right, what? Something's up here, right? Something is definitely up with this whole photography thing. So I don't really believe that he gets paid for these. And my new theory is that Paul is like, he's going onto the beach, and I think, have you ever seen these music videos, or not these music videos, these TikToks and YouTube videos where this photographer, he walks up to random people and he goes, oh, hey, I'm a photographer. Can I take your photograph? And they go, nah. And then he goes, hey, look, this is my work. Look, I get over 1 million views on it. And they see his really nice photographs, and then they go, yeah, sure, take a photograph. And I think that's what he's saying to these, and he's going, taking their photographs, sending them the image, right? But this whole, I'm getting paid for this, I can't believe I get paid for this now. I think there is a possibility that he is taking these photographs and posting them to OnlyFans without consent. I don't think these women know what's going on. So do you remember he posted this here? Does anyone have the guts to go check his OnlyFans? I don't want this in my internet history, to be honest. I got this screenshot from... He posted it to YouTube. He posted a link on YouTube, so I clicked through that way, right? Irish guy living in Latin America, currently Mexico. So he wants $4.99 a month. I think he's posting these to OnlyFans. Look, hot kiss with Mexican mamacita Playa del Carmen. So I don't know how OnlyFans works. I wouldn't be caught dead there. But I wonder if there's something where it says, you know, if it's like Patreon where it says, oh, you have 500 subscribers a month or whatever. Because I'd be very interested to know if he is posting these, and I'm desperate to know, do these women know what he's up to? That's the new theory. That's the new Paul Morrissey theory. I think he is posting these women's beach shots to his OnlyFans without consent. That is a theory.
Lest I be litigated.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the 2-hour mark, and of course I cannot quit tonight's show without a little dirty dinners, okay? So we're going to take a very quick break, and in the break we are going to show you this brand new Rare Witch video. This brand new song is called Battered. So I don't think Rare Witch is with us tonight. We have his partner in crime, Ducky Mia, in here. Maybe she can answer some of these questions for us. This is a very interesting video, and we're going to talk about it briefly when we get back. This is Battered by Rare Witch. Taking a very quick break, and when I return, we got dirty dinners. All right, ladies and gents, check this out. This is the brand new Rare Witch. He worked very hard on this, everybody. Be nice. All right, I'm going to take a very quick break, and when I come back, you see what I say. We got dirty dinners and Hullen. Perhaps, if I'm not too exhausted with that guy, we should give him a little break, maybe. Still sent me all the videos. All right, be right back, everyone. This is Rare Witch with Battered. On Gak.
I'd like to hold your hand, you take dirty eyes apart. My fucking nerves are shattered.
I bring the motherfucking rocket suck bucket to the sticky situation that I'm stuck in. I'm fucked, sitting, spitting something short of nothing. I'm on the bill twice, still looking like a snuck in shit. Mr. Head to toe, quasi fresh. Turn up and wreck the gaff, shit in bars like I'm Johnny Depp. I'm past my best, but at least I've no money left. Honey breath and munching hives off my fucking bloody chest. Need a rest, I can't have it. You can be the best and I'll be undervalued. I only wanna make it if it's a fucking class tune. Lost a bop in the back room, munching mushrooms, flat broke. There's a life well spent, sewer rat tape, not sure of Mason, man. I'm not praying Meg Tyson, I'm fucking me, lobbing halfers at the sun and squaring up to the breeze.
My head is fucking battered, and I can't get the sleep. My brain is working overtime, it needs a break from me. My head is fucking battered, and I can't get the sleep. My brain is working overtime, it needs a break from me.
I shut me eyes and it just doesn't happen. Glue wrapping, nap strapping, snooze lapping stuff. Until the moon's back to sun, I drink booze, act a cunt, I'm in bloom back to front, no dozing. Gang signs are holding up Zeds, wet dreams are just going to bed. Some man texts me a wink, and I left him on red, I need to slow down. You can think when you're dead, I can't sleep, we get it, you already said. I live my life without cheats, I don't bother with meds. I'll tell you this, solitary snore is a treat. I listen to drill, hoping it'll bore me to sleep. Tried counting the sheep, no use. Have you tried meditation? Yes, shoosh. Head starts spinning and up comes the sun. The alarm starts ringing and I'm back to square one.
My head is fucking battered, and I can't get the sleep. My brain is working overtime, it needs a break from me. My head is fucking battered, and I can't get the sleep. My brain is working overtime, it needs a break from me. My head is fucking battered, and I can't
back to the Conor.G show. That was Rare Witch's brand new music video for Battered. So, welcome in, everybody. So this is Rare Witch's brand new music video. It's called Battered. That's out on the GAC recording station on YouTube. That was odd but cool, says LDG Films. LDG Films, someone who says he wants to change the game, right? You're not going to change the game unless you try some experimentation like this here. So check, see how he's done this here. Let me see. Skip ahead a little bit here.
Rockets suck buckets of the sticky situation that I'm stuck in. I'm fucked, sitting, spitting something short of nothing. I'm on the bill twice.
So see the way it's like sort of playing fast, but his mouth is mouthing along with the... His mouth is mouthing along with the words in sync. Pretty much. That's because he's doing this technique. I don't know what you call it. Did he do a post on Instagram about this, perhaps? Oh. I've clicked something. Let's see. Let's see if he has something on Instagram about this here. I think he might have posted a little description here. Oh, a little description. Yeah. What's this guy's name? Rare. It's Petal Reaction on Instagram. So you get all the funniest, latest... pop icon memes. So let's see what he says about this here little video that he's concocted for us all. So Battered. We got Dirty Dinners coming up next. He says, Battered, it was out on Sunday. Self-produced, recorded and mastered. Available now on Spotify et al. Also feast your hungry tired eyes on the tweaked out video accompaniment on our YouTube channel. I really need to get the head down here. Immersion. Comments have been hidden for spam. Very good. Where did he do the little description of this here? Oh, here it is. He says, to make it, I slowed the song down until it was near 20 minutes long and then wrapped it that slow, ball ache, then sped it back up for the tweaker effect. It's available to stream on Spotify and on the GAC YouTube channel there. So this is a very interesting use of this this method, this technique. I worked on a music video before and it was some girl, she was singing opera or something like that. You know, it was like, God, I can't remember what the song was. But it was some girl, she was singing. And they use this technique where they play the song at, you know, double speed. So they have to sing along to the song that quick. Right? And then when you play the video back, you play it at normal speed. So it's the video's in slow motion. You know, there's a fan blowing at the girl, so her hair's all waving and stuff in slow motion, but she's singing in normal time. So like the mouthing to the camera is at the normal speed of the song. So he's done it in reverse, which is crazy effect.
Looking like a snuck in shit. Mr. Head to toe, quasi fresh. Turn up and wreck the gaff. Shit and bars like I'm Johnny Depp. I'm past my best, but
yeah, so I've never seen it done this way before, but imagine how tedious this was. So, Ducky Mia, I'm gonna have to see if we can get I want to see some behind the scenes. I want to see him rapping this. So, 3-minute song. Imagine how torturous this was to do this, to sing a song that long over 20 minutes. Listen. Oh, look, he's wearing the same t-shirt as me tonight. Look.
Rest. I can't have it. You can.
So let's see what this would sound like here. This is what it would sound like. Slow down.
Be the and I'll be undervalued.
But it's like more than that. It's like 20 minutes he said it was slowed down to. So it was like one word must be like and the whole thing's about lip sync, so you have to like move your mouth properly. I can't imagine how annoying this was. Talking me out. Do you know how many takes he did of this here? Yeah, slowing the song down and lip syncing rather than the regular way that I've seen it done is the opposite way, where you speed the song up and then slow it back down for the slow motion effect. This is crazy. This crazy video here. Yeah, of course it's a bit off in places. There's no way you're going to get that. I imagine he didn't do more than one. He only did one take. There you go. You're not going to do that more than once.
If it's a fucking class tune, lost a bat in the back room, munching mushrooms, flat broke. There's a life well spent, so you're right tape, not love Mason man.
So very good. That is Rare Witch with his fantastic little song Battered. Make sure you get in and give that a like, subscribe, follow, and comment here. I'll drop the link in the chat right now. Leave a friendly comment, leave a nice like there, hit subscribe. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the Conor.G show. We got some more fun for you tonight. Coming up next, we have you know that sound?
Dirty, dirty dinners, these are dirty, dirty dinners. Dirty, dirty dinners, these are dirty, dirty dinners. The food looks stinking. What were you thinking? Next time you ask permission when you wanna use the kitchen. The picture's bogging and your arteries are clogging. Nando's you were tagging, even though your food looks rotten. You're better doing nothing, and I'm not even laughing. Your photo of a burger looks like there was a murder. Fix your saturation, and next time you won't be raging. The food looks stinking. What were you thinking?
So this is Dirty Dinners, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you know Dirty Dinners. That is a show mostly about photography, okay? One of the things we like to talk about is Dirty Dinners is, you know, we cover Dublin food gossip, Dublin food scene gossip, and we have some of that coming up tonight. I love it when an influencer goes about their day tagging every single thing that they see and eat. Really cringe stuff. I love when these companies post images of some of the worst looking food ever. And usually when we talk about food here in Dirty Dinners, it's taking the piss out of why would they post this? Do they think this looks good? Or just blatant clout grabs, you know, whenever someone like Erica Cody tags Nando's UK in an Instagram post, it's like, what is the point in this post? And it's like the picture of the driest looking horrible sorry burger you've ever seen in your life. It is also about photography, and we do cover people that we actually like, friends of the Conor.G show. We've shown their food before. It's a mixed bag. It's just basically any food related content is covered under Dirty Dinners.
Thinking next time you ask permission when you wanna use the kitchen.
So there you go. That guy Rare Witch, he's the one that wrote and performed this Dirty Dinners theme song for me. And of course his last song we were watching there was called Battered. And can you imagine my surprise whenever this Munchie Mania batter platter came up on my timeline? This must have come up because I searched Battered, right? The sponsored post.
Dirty, dirty dinners, these are dirty, dirty dinners.
So Munchie Mania thinks that this beige crap is worth our eyesight. I mean, what a disgrace. What a disgrace. Why post this? Why think this is an okay thing to post? I find this offensive that this would be sponsored. Someone paid money for this photograph to show up in my world, in my timeline, on my internet feed. Someone paid money for this beige medley here. You call this the stoner salad.
Dirty, dirty dinners. These are dirty, dirty dinners.
Let's see here. Why did they put a big stinking packet of toothpicks in the middle of that? Yeah, well, it's for eating. Dinosaur legs on the far right. You're on the far right.
Dirty, dirty dinners. These are dirty, dirty dinners.
Drops random fried food on a coffee table. Yes, this is not very appetizing. And it's not even shot in a way that you could pretend it might be appetizing. It's just an atrocious picture all around. Okay, this is what this one is called stinking starters, okay?
Dirty, dirty dinners. These are dirty, dirty dinners.
So, this is just one of our stinking starters. This one is just a little beige platter just to bring us from, you know, Rare Witch Battered, right? I'm sure this stuff has been battered. I'd like to batter the person that paid money to get this in my feed here. Our other little stinking starter tonight is something that reminded me of something else. So check this out. This is Emp Schultz, okay? This is some sort of influencer douchebag. And they thought it necessary. Look, they went to this restaurant, Habitat the Restaurant. They went to Habitat the Restaurant and posted a picture of a single tomato.
Shit's balls.
I couldn't believe this when I saw this. Someone sent this to me. They knew that I would find this egregious. So, again, when an influencer goes throughout their day, it doesn't matter what it is. If it has something to do with someone more popular than them, and that person has an Instagram handle, they're going to tag them in it. And the only reason anyone could do such a thing like this is in hopes that that person will repost their photograph to give them some clout, to give them some shine. Now, I don't know. It's not really a practice that I take part in, but sometimes, sometimes you just want to bake someone up, your friend or someone you like doing something or whatever. It's just whenever it's something like this, you know what I mean? Just when it's something like this, it's like, what are you doing? It's like pointless. It's not even a good photograph. Everything was dreamy. Well, why post the tomato then, you boring bitch? Emp Schultz. Now, this reminded me of a very important video. One of the original, most famous videos that Marcus O'Leary has ever done. It's just too minimal, says Ducky Meow. It's just pointless. It's a tomato. Yes, you're right. It is just a tomato. Now, this reminded me of someone else who is desperate to tag everyone throughout the day. And this is I've kept this video for a long time. This is one of the best case studies for what I was just talking about. A dopey, dumb influencer going throughout their day, tagging everyone because they want to be involved, right? I don't know. That is my opinion that Mr. Marquis O'Leary here, he, loved COVID, despite all his belly aching about it. Because he didn't stay in, he didn't hide away, he wasn't on lockdown. He was about town doing whatever he wanted, kicking through garbage in the streets, high-fiving everyone, tongue-kissing his mates every single day. Gave his own dad COVID. His own elderly father COVID. Allegedly. But the reason I say he liked COVID was because it gave him something to talk about. It gave him something to whinge about. One of his most famous quotes about COVID was, "Look, everybody. Just don't be a fucking asshole." He would post stuff like that all the time. Just don't be a dick, alright? While at the same time he was out and about, shaking his rump all over town. Here's one of the videos of him during COVID, as you can tell. One of the most inane videos I've ever seen in my life. Let's read the caption first. It says, "Popped into Fruitique official after recording the pod." You know what pod he's talking about? That's Banging Podcast, winner of the Irish Food Writing Award for Best Podcast. He won that whilst Dirty Dinners was on. I can't remember if this was this clip is from when Dirty Dinners was on, but you know I like to bring that up. New indie greengrocer. Indie green. Have you ever heard of an indie greengrocer before? I hadn't. On Lombard Street. Really amazing quality fruit and veg, fresh juices, etc. Check out what this dingus had to say about this.
Just popped into this new place, Fruitique, up on Lombard Street.
Before he even says anything, before he even gets to the bit in this video, look at this vacant stare. I feel like it is my duty now to point out every time someone has that dopey dead stare in their eye, staring down at the camera lens like an absolute geekazoid. Like, what is going on in your brain that you are taking a video in a greengrocer filming your own face when you've got a mask on? Who do you think you are? Durt Burd! So let's hear what he has to say again here. Ducky Meow did some drawings of some of the haircut people that we had earlier. I'll show them next time, Ducky Meow. Got a lot to get through here, you know what I mean? We're overrunning quite a bit right now. Okay? Thank you for those, though. I did see them. So Marcus's vacant stare here. All right, and she has redeemed a little drawing of Marcus and his vacant stare. We'll do that after we do this Marcus O'Leary bit, okay? Don't let me forget before I rush on to the next guy, okay? Please and thank you. All right, ladies and gents, check it out. It's Marcus and one of the stupidest videos we've ever seen before. I probably showed this in the show before, but it was a long time ago. Check it out.
Just popped into this new place, Fruitique, up on Lombard Street, just over from the river. Unbelievable.
What? Look at this guy. He says unbelievable to an orange.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Just over from the river.
Points at an orange. Unbelievable. Well, we don't believe it. No, we do not believe it. We don't believe it at all. Why would we believe it? It's just a greengrocer's. That's an apple. That's an orange.
Unbelievable.
And that's a nectarine.
Just popped in.
It's a greengrocer's. Who gives a goddamn? That shop only stayed open for 2 months, says Sarah with an H. Excellent first comment of this evening, Sarah. Welcome in. Unbelievable. They're playing The Strokes in a greengrocer's. An indie greengrocer's of all things. I hope they paid the license to play that video in his video and in their shop. Hope they played the public, what do you call that? Fee, the license fee, the music license fee.
This new place, Fruitique, up on Lombard Street, just over from the river. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. It's an orange. Boom. Unbelievable. Points at an orange. Classic Marcus O'Leary here. So, that's not all we have from Marcus here today. Marcus, right? Get a load of this. You're going to love this here. You're going to love this. Right? So that it was that tomato. It was that tomato that reminded me of his thing. Of the unbelievable orange, of course. But Marcus went viral, okay? And it wasn't for something that he did, okay? There's a new girl on the Dublin scene. Her name is, I believe it is Cassie Stokes, okay? Let's see if I can find her account here. Cassie Stokes. And she is Mrs. Popular right now, okay? 57.k followers. Never heard of her until last month. Seems like a rich bitch. I mean that as a term of endearment. Don't worry, Cassie. We're not going after you here. Look, so she's been doing these cool little videos. I think we might have shown this on the show. I can't remember. She does these little man on the street videos with our favorite guys here. Look at this here. There's Dublin Social there. So she asks, what's your favorite pub? Where's does the best pint? Where's your favorite restaurant? Blah, 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 blah. But Marquise did one as well. Look, our favorite guy. There's Eric Matthews, famous Eric Matthews. Now, where's this Marcus one? Maybe it was like a maybe they do it a duet. Oh, there's Marcus there. Check this out.
Most consistent point in Dublin. Best staff. Unreal.
Best restaurant.
Most consistent point in Dublin, right?
Uno mas for a special occasion. Grano for regular kind of night of the week. Actually, and as of last night, Hawksmoor for steak.
Okay, if you had to choose one of them, best one.
Uno mas.
Safe option, arse kisser, right? So anyway, that's Kazi Stokes. Big shout outs to Kazi. Didn't mean to call you a rich bitch. This is a comedy show. Said that to make people laugh. Right? This is the video that went viral. Check it out.
I mean, I have to say, it's probably the most consistent point in Dublin. Our staff are great, you know, they really know what they're doing with the taps. Oh, the taps there, Walsh's. Oh, the taps and Walsh's. It's the most consistent point in Dublin. That's the thing about the stout, you see, it just doesn't travel. I believe the closer you are to St. James's, most consistent point in Dublin. I mean, I have to say...
So there you go. It is not just the Conor.G show he's marked as like, you know, a douchebag or, you know, not that he's a douchebag. Well, he is, but that's not what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is, you know, he's just a stupid buffoon bumbling around town, right? In hopes of, you know, going viral, you know, being a strong influencer. And all the clout went to this guy, Chris Letty, BJJ. This guy's just some, you know, boxing trainer or something.
It's probably... I mean, I have to say, it's probably the most consistent point in Dublin. Our staff are great, you know, they really know what they're doing with the taps.
Right? Very good. Nice one, Chris. So this went viral, right? And Marcus left a comment here in the comments of this, and he said, "Cry laughing emoji." Now, of course, one thing that we've learned about Marcus is he don't like funny videos about himself, right? But this one, because it went viral, loved it, right? Of course, I got blocked for much less. Ali Dunworth. She is a mover and shaker in the Dublin scene here, in the Dublin food scene. I think did she organize the Taste Festival or something like that, right? Here's what she said about this. She has reposted the video, most consistent pint in Dublin, right? And she says, "Tell me other things we say about pints to sound like." Sorry, Ali Dunworth. What do you have to do with this little video of this guy taking the piss out of Marcus? When did it become we? Please tell me other things we say about pints to sound like. To sound like what? E.g., lovely pour on that, great domage, the tilt on that. So, I mean, when did it become we? When did it become we, Ali? I don't think so, Ali. No, we are the people that take the piss out of you lot. We all don't get together with the influencers and take the piss out of each other. No, you just go mental when you just have the piss taken out of you. I've been blacklisted. No, I haven't, but that's because I don't try and infiltrate any of these scenes. But I imagine I would be blacklisted. I've got Char Food Magazine scared shitless that I'm going to make a joke about them. Things we say. She didn't get it, says Ducky Me Up. Yeah, so... So, like, he cry laughed emoji to this. She's using it to... Like, she has nothing to do with this, by the way. But she is using it as content for her little page. He's just a posh twat, says Ducky Me Up. Yuppie thing, says RMS Art. Yeah, so this guy does a funny little video. He's heralded by everyone. What a hero. Yes, we are like that. Aren't we really cringe like that? Yes, we are really cringe. Everyone loves this guy doing it. But when I released The Scoundrel, do you remember I did a little comic strip? Which is not about Marcus. It is not about Marcus. It is about influencers. When I posted this is The Scoundrel here. Go check this out if you haven't seen this before. There's the link in the chat right now. I think it's up there free for everyone. The Scoundrel, the story of an unscrupulous Irish influencer here. It's a little comic strip that I made, okay? It's not about Marcus. Nobody say that because it's not. It's an amalgamation, okay? So there you go. Just scrolling through here. We're not going to bother reading it. You can look at this in your own leisure. Okay? Lots of funny little in-jokes here if you want to check these out. Okay, everyone enjoying this here? Don't worry, there's no nudity. Alright, so there's the link in the chat. When I posted this, I got called a Nazi. Seriously, they went on Reddit and called me a Nazi for this comic strip, right? Whereas this guy's being reposted by Ali Dunworth saying, yes, tell me other things we say. He's a fucking hero. But no, I'm a Nazi for doing this hilarious comic strip. Spent months working on this here. Okay? I swear to God, they called me a Nazi on Reddit for this here. On the Ireland subreddit, they called me a Nazi for this comic strip. I couldn't believe it. Thank you to everyone that came to my defense, though, and protected me.
Dirty, dirty dinners. These are dirty, dirty dinners.
All right, so that is not all we have. We got a few more funny, fun things. So big up that guy there. Eddie, or whatever his name is. Leddy, Chris, that boxing coach there. Welcome in, Raw1210. Thank you so much. I love that Twitch is so careful about the N-word, Nazi. Okay. Checked by mods, yeah. It's a PG stream, probably. There's no justice in the world, says Rob.
How did you manage to make such a leaping sandwich? I saw that lettuce, but...
So I made a funny little satirical comic strip. Nazi. Some guy does an impression. He's joined into the club with them.
I wish I hadn't the tomato whistle hanging out the side.
What we have next here is Nico. Some of you may remember him from First Dates Ireland. This guy was on First Dates Ireland, the same as the Whelo fella, okay? That's not where he came into our consciousness. I've been following him the same way we've been following Dublin Social and Marquis O'Leary on social media as a food influencer guy. But this guy's clout hungry. He famously, his most famous thing he's ever done has been, he was on F That's Delicious with Action Bronson, okay? And I was at the restaurant, not the same day on the same episode, but I had the pleasure of trying his food in the same pop-up that Action Bronson did. Of course, I went there before Action Bronson. I'll miss this Dublin food scene when they kill me. Let's see. So, yes, he was on that, and he was super cringe. We watched that episode of F That's Delicious on the Conor.G show. I believe it might have been Conor at night. And, you know, those two just did not click on any sort of level. I mean, they were both having fun, but it was like, there was no chemistry, and it was like, you know, Nico here was doing like this in front of Action Bronson, which I thought was hilarious. He is now, he was on First Dates Ireland, and he was appalling on that show, by the way. He was only on there because he has an agent, and they booked him on there, right? I hate when people do that. Go on dating shows when they just want their little celebrity status, you know, their little TV credit there. I hate when people do that, especially with dating shows, because I believe in love. I believe in what do you call this? Think of this angle to try and slam dunk on someone. I believe in love. I believe in the spirit and soul of two people connecting, okay? And think of this girl. He had a lovely date, okay? Nice lady, right? Just think, if he hadn't been so hungry for stardom and booked himself on First Dates Ireland, that girl could have met her potential soulmate. But he took that away from her. He took that opportunity away from her and the guy that would have been in place of him, right? That's evil. That's pure evil, okay? And who else will you think the Whelo fella's pure evil? But he was also on First Dates Ireland to get that little TV credit, to get that clout boost, right? So that's one of the things I love to bring up about this guy, right? And he wasn't looking for love because everyone did a little update from First Dates Ireland, right? And they were all saying, oh, well, you know, I did meet up again with the person. I didn't meet up again with the person, blah, 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 blah. They were really nice. You know, we just didn't get along. We lived too far apart, blah, 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 blah. I'm now seeing someone. I'm not seeing anyone, blah, 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 blah. It cuts to his video. And he's in an airport, and the first thing out of his mouth is, I'm just on my way back to Buenos Aires. I'm busy. I'm a cook. I'm a chef. I'm in love with my life. Didn't say anything about his date, nothing about the girl, nothing about his love life, and it was just, you've exposed yourself, mate. You've exposed yourself as a complete pagan, right? Is that what the man dem say? He's not a man dem. He's a nice little rich boy from Dublin. Very posh. And, of course, we have covered his manspreading here. His villainous, atrocious manspreading that he always does. It's like there was no need for this here. So he's by the canal here. Maybe he's in Dublin. I don't know where he lives. So he has a show out now on RTE called All Fired Up. And his whole thing is cooking on the barbecue. That's his steez. That's his, you know, that's his vibe, okay? I recommend the show for nothing other than to watch this guy pretend to use as many Gordon Ramsay-isms as possible. Excuse me, down to the little bops he does on his feet and the little hand gestures and stuff. You know, all the little words. Yuppie chef cooks in the gutter. Nice, says Rob. So, he is back to his old man-spreading ways. Here, we covered him before. He was like doing a little cooking video, and he was crouching down with his legs spread. Now, one thing I would like you all to notice here, is there are 2 little stone barbecues. These are heavy. This is like carrying around a breeze block, right? There's another person here. There's a few people. I believe there were a few people with him here. Bag of charcoal. Bowls, cutting boards, utensils, meat, grinders, herbs, rucksack, water bottle, dishcloth. This isn't an impromptu, just pop to the shop, grab a few things to have a munch by the canal. This isn't an impromptu picnic. So there is no reason why he didn't bring a table here. There's no reason why he hasn't made this comfortable to cook. And he does this to seem a bit more rugged, a bit more raw, a bit more Bear Grylls, a bit more Ray Mears, right? I don't know what his problem is, but he insists on showing his barse to the world at every opportunity possible, okay? So why is he spreading? Why is he breaking it open? He's busting it open. He's making it rain on a tip drill right here. That's more of a squat. You need a chair to man spread. All right, Rob. Jesus Christ. Yes, he's obviously squatting here. He's spreading it open. He's man. So that's what I've taken to calling this segment or calling this. All right? Don't correct my jokes, Rob. Wouldn't be Dirty Dinners without me going mental at Rob at least once.
It's looking mangled like as if something has died.
So yes, I don't know if this is I don't know if we should contact the authorities about this. This is an indecent exposure in my eyes. You should not be cracking it open, busting it wide open on a tip drill. Okay? Sorry for the bad language there, of course. Yes, you should have brought a table. You could have brought anything to prop this up on so you didn't have to bust a squat like this. This is appalling. This is X-rated. This is, this is unacceptable for a public food consumption. Your pubes, your sweat, your cannolis are bursting fluid all over everything here. How filthy and disgusting.
Your omelet's overdone. Your head is up your hole.
Put it away, Nico. No one wants to see that.
I saw your Caesar salad trying to escape the bone.
All right, so here's one that will, I hope it will infuriate you as much as it annoyed me. We have Char Food Guides and... oh my God. It's not even Char Food Guide. Char Food Guide. This is why he ain't got no credibility. This is why he's worried about me making funny, is because look at the absolute crizite you're posting. You know what I mean? Remember they were saying, oh, why are you goading this guy into making, they said to Lesbian in the comments, why are you goading this guy into making piss take videos about us? Because look what you post. You deserve to be made fun of with every fiber of my being. Char Food Guide. And you know I've got a real soft spot for a few people that work at your company. But you cannot expect me to give you leeway when you're posting crud like this. How dare you? Char Food Guide says, think spice bag with cheese and you're going in the right direction. Featuring Nando's UK. Hashtag gifted. Gifted. They gifted you doing an ad for them. I don't know what we're supposed to take out of this. I don't know what we're looking at here. I don't know what this gifted means. So is this an ad? Does gifted mean do an ad for us and we will give you a voucher to buy a stinking excuse for something that is not a spice bag? Those chips look like cheesy puffs. Stinking Nando's. They hate it. The people hate it. So how dare you? You have just walked yourselves into the third spot in the list of the top worst spice bags in the world. Okay? Welcome to number 3. Nando's Char Food Guide. This is why you have no credibility. This is why people make piss take videos about you. This is why Lesbies leaving comments unfavorable to you. Tagging me in the comments to show me your shit. God bless her. She's right. How dare yous? Yous oh, yous deserve to have the piss taken out of you. I hate these. I hate stuff like this. It's like, why? Why waste our time? Well, I can't believe you wasted a fraction of a second of someone's life having to scroll past this here. Just the phrase spice bag puts my back up. TBF says Rob there. He's English. Charging 15 quid with MSG and Chinese 5 spice in it. Yeah. Yeah. If you think everything in this image hasn't been defrosted in the microwave moments before this photograph was taken, then you don't know food journalism like I do. Okay?
Get backwards with your feet.
All right, so don't worry. Well, I was going to say we're letting you off the hook easily this week, Char Food Guide, but no, you're appalling. Every time you post stuff like that, I'm going to be on your back holding you accountable for what a disgraciado. You're making everyone feel uncomfortable with your rotten postage on Instagram. I blame Mobfield. I'm not going to blame Cyan. We like Cyan, but I'm going to put all the blame on Mobfield for that, even though he does the music side and that was the food side. So, if we are suitably getting annoyed, is everybody getting really annoyed? Because I got a video that's going to really enrage you next. In fact, 2 little videos from one of the worst people in the world. It's Aitch, ladies and gentlemen. That is Aitch.
You spread some butter, it's just lying in a lump in the middle of the bread. You wanted chili chicken, but me food poisoning instead.
So check this out. This is Aitch, right? This isn't really a Dirty Dinners. This is just a pre-annoyance video to get you at maximum peak hatred for little Aitch before we get into the Dirty Dinner style segment with Aitch. He is featured in Dirty Dinners numerous times just because of what a repulsive little creep he is. So check this out. This is... Sorry for sniffing into the mic there. This is just a little video that I know you're gonna hate. So, in case you don't know, Aitch is like a little... Aitch is a white rapper. He's a little boy toy. He's a little record label boy toy. A little white, nothing, milquetoast rapper, never gonna get in any trouble, does what he's told. He's there for the record label to put their will upon him, and he does whatever he's goddamn told. You know, he's a freak. He's a weirdo. Sorry, Aitch. But, you know, we've spoken about him at length here, I think, and it's just this whole thing is he is getting his paycheck confused with his talent. It's like, you're not a brilliant artist who has earned the right to be like, here's a video of me standing in a bare room. Well, sorry, what looks like a fancy hotel or something. Wearing your little all-white baby's romper suit and your little take-off glasses. And be like, yeah, it's me. Look how dapper and fly and flexy I am. It's like, you're not wavy. You're like a cringe lord. Like, everything about him is just so cringe. But look at, this is the level he thinks he is it. Which, you know, I don't know. It must be the money that makes him think like that, because it's certainly not, you know, the praise that he gets from his peers. I can tell you that right now. So people don't respect him because, for a number of reasons. And, you know, for me, it's everything about him. The English rap game doesn't respect him or like him because he won over Central C, Stormzy, right? This little milquetoast guy, the white guy, no less, won the best UK rap award over Stormzy. Think and Aitch don't really go together. Yeah, there's nothing really going on in his brain. So check out what he's got going on. He's wearing his little romper suit. He always dresses like a baby for some reason, right? He's got his cow lip covered up. He's got his little designer glasses on here. Always has a wet lip. He always wets his lip like he's, you know, in a gay porn mag or something. I don't know why he does that. I don't get when people do that. Don't suck your lip and pose with your lip dripping wet like you're a baby sucking a rusk. Stop it. It's gross. It's vile. It's disgusting. Stop it. Right? Check it out. Shows his little white socks and his little rompy pajamas here. And this disgusting gold sofa. His taste is appalling. Staring into the camera. Look, this whole entire video. I didn't crop this. I didn't edit this. It's a video of himself filming himself to be like, look how gangsta I am. And then he does this. Does a little like flinch at the camera to be like, I'm hard. Now he always posts threatening videos to Instagram. But it's like, who thinks he's like, who thinks he's the guy? 12-year-old girls? I don't know. Him and his wet mouth. All right, that brings us on to his entry into Dirty Dinners.
And yes, I saw your waffle. And yes, it did look awful.
Check it out. He mentions Wingstop UK, lying in his again. He has awful taste. Look at this. It's like one of these Tony Soprano mini McMansions here. At Wingstop UK, all I want is some lemon pepper wings and fries, but you don't deliver to this area, and it's making me very emotional. Idiot millionaire lies in his bed, can't figure out how to get some food delivered to him, uses his power and influence to get something that normal people can't do. This is who he thinks he is. He can just mention a giant company and be like, oh, what's some food? Can you bring it me, please? And of course, this spoilt little brat gets what he wants, which made me livid. Need a refresh in this video here.
I also saw falafel. That was a debacle I see.
I'm so sorry about this.
Just no.
Just no. He thinks he's Suge Knight. Just no. You can't be gangster with your voice. You can't be a rapper. You can't be cool when you look and sound like you do. Aitch. I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to let this happen. We cannot live in a world where people think it's okay to be Aitch. It can't be allowed.
The Wingstop's on its way.
Oh, the Wingstop. I hate how he postures himself. It's so phony. It's so fake. I can't. It just makes me cringe from the inside out.
Just no. Yeah.
Why is your bottom lip wet?
Understand.
I'm so sorry, everyone. Look at the state of this cretin here. Look. This creature. Look what he thinks this is all right to do. Sucking a wing. Like it's his thumb. With his mouth open on camera.
Fucking hell.
White sauce. Swearing. Sorry, everyone.
Fucking hell.
Close your mouth and you fucking wing. I hate this guy so much.
Mando.
There's this ugly mate there too. Oh. God, I hate this guy. I don't know if I should watch that again. Rubbing it in people's faces. Rubbing it in their faces that he can get wings that other people can't in his area. I hate when people swing around their unearned power. Okay.
It's your optimism, but there's
This has been Dirty Dinners.
I'm not in a position to be dropping anyway.
Cannot stand him. I cannot stand. We have to figure out a way to take him down legally and funly.
Dirty dinners.
That has ruined my cannot stand that guy.
Dinners, these are dirty dinners. Dirty dinners, these are dirty dinners. Dirty dinners, these are dirty dinners.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dirty Dinners. Coming up next, we have one more little piece of fun for you all tonight. We might as well just watch these couple of little cool Hullen videos before bed. Oh, let's do Ducky Meow's little drawing here. She wants me to draw Marcus O'Leary doing that vacant stare. All right, I'll do my best. It's easier drawing imaginary things than, you know, just do whatever. All right, yes, drawing this will make me feel much better. Thank you so much. All right, let's get the video up. This is TSOS over and over. Quite a funky little number, I think you'll agree. So let me show you my reference image here. I'm a DJ. So there's my reference image, and let's see if Pencam is hooked up, shall we? Let's see what Pencam's saying over here. Pencam, go in, Brizzy. Yo, come on, everybody. Oh, crap. Pencam's not hooked up, look. I must have moved the folder or something and mucked it all up for myself. All right, we'll just do it old school, everybody. Here we go. It's Marcus O'Leary on his demented stare. He's really giving off NPC vibes there, says Rob. Pencam's bucked. We can't use it tonight. Marcus O'Leary. This is an art stream, ladies and gentlemen. Can't believe he was clout chasing for chicken, says Raw Telltale. I thought you were out in the town tonight. Alright, check it out. We've got Marcus O'Leary and his vacant stare. Start with the mask, I think. He looks like Rothwell 10's profile picture here. crucial part here. Finer detail here. You can get a screenshot if you like. All right, let's get a little side by side here. Pretty good, huh? Pretty accurate. All right, everybody. That's our little Marcus drawing for this evening. All right, thank you so much, Ducky Meow, for redeeming the handsome vacant stare from Marcus. Let's leave that up. All right, ladies and gents, our next song is called... Oh, this next one goes out to Raw 12 Tune. This is Scar, Grasshopper. Right, so check it out. Next, we have Hullen is a granda. That's what the next segment's called. Hullen is a granda. You all remember Hullen? He is this weird little rapper from Newry or North Down, South Armagh.
Do you hear the grasshopper, which is at your feet?
Hydrogen, oxygen, helium, highly intelligent. That's one of his famous lyrics.
Young man, how is it that...
Right, so we've got, let's see, we've got 2 new videos, right? One's 33 seconds, which is a freestyle. I think we'll keep that for last. We've got another one which was sent to me, and it is extremely bizarre. Ladies and gentlemen, it is, I present to you a very close-up video of Hullen.
Yo, tribe, so we're filming the Spirit Cal Talk.
Say what? Okay, do we how much backstory do we need to give about this guy? How much backstory? So this guy is at least 30 years old. He runs little rap workshops, and as we can see here, vacant stare alert. I really feel it is my duty to society to point out every vacant stare that I come across. All right. Otherwise, you might trip and fall down on one. So, Hullen, this is your choice, by the way. I'd like everybody to know this is his choice. Oh, I was being so nice. But he just had to ruin it all. So this guy's about 30. He does rap workshops for little kids. He puts on little kid discos, right? But the catch is he raps on stage with the kids, right? He wears sleeveless jerseys every day, which, you know, you wouldn't catch me dead in a sleeveless jersey. It's just inappropriate, I find them. For any situation, even playing sports. If I was playing camogie, I might wear one. Playing camogie in a comedy sketch in Australia. Might be the only time you catch me wearing one, right? He has, you know, the Whelo style F-boy haircut. He must have been going to a new barber, a not so good barber recently, because it's been highly exposed. Okay, it hasn't been. It must be the heat or something. He hasn't been able to tease it forward in a certain way. You know, it hasn't been as full of volume and voluptuous as it normally is, okay? He still gets the high and tight, so he gets this, like, bald right up to here, up to the top, right? And then he has the top. It's a very... You know, if you get a skin fade, it normally starts here, but you only have, like, you know, a little bit that's a zero, but he often gets a zero up here, Paul Morrissey style. Keeps a lot on top. Teases it forward, hides that hairline. There's nothing wrong with going bald, you know. I'm 36. Okay? It's going to disappear one day, but it's when you're dishonest about it, right? Come out of the bald closet. Not saying that he is, but that's to everybody, right? This video was a minute long. It's a close-up of his face. It's extremely filtered. It's heavily filtered, okay? I mean, I don't think I need to say that to anyone. I mean, look how much detail is in my face, okay? And this is, you know, the camera's a good 2 to 3 foot away from me here. So my finger's like, I don't know, 5 inches away from the camera there. He's got his phone right up this close. And there's not a single blemish on his skin. You can basically see my pores in this here. See, when you're using this much skin-altering technology, maybe a little bit. If you really feel the need to film yourself this close up, maybe this is zoomed in. I obviously get people sent me cool videos. I don't go looking for them. So maybe this has been zoomed in, cropped in to make it look really creepier. I don't know. Maybe it has. Maybe it has. Maybe I'm being wrong here. But the amount of skin smoothing technology is frightening here. Look at how much details in my face. In comparison, so if you were close up on my face, you could count my pores. Look how close up. There's not a single hint of definition in this here. It's whenever someone tries to look younger, I find that deceptive.
Yo, tribe, so we're filming the Spirit Talk film and music video production this month with my social enterprise Factual Media.
So the title of this segment is called Hullen is a granda. Right? Just, he's so country. Listen to the language he uses when speaking to kids here. Like, these kids must be so country that they think this is fine. They're always like, yes, I love going to a wee show, or whatever.
Yo, tribe, so we're filming the Spirit Talk film and music video production this month with my social enterprise Factual Media. At the minute, we have 5 lads on the crew who are doing film roles. We believe in equal opportunity.
Silva, Quickfire 1, I don't know any of his other guys. Sistino.
And diversity. So at the minute, there's just too many lads on the crew. We need to get a few young people involved who are females.
This guy accused me of slander before, so I'm just gonna not say anything and just play on, okay?
Few young people involved who are females. We need to, at the minute, there's just too many lads on the crew. We need to get a few young people involved who are females. So if you're a young person...
I'm begging you, Hullen. Nah, I'm not going to say it.
And you'd be interested in doing a production.
I was going to say have some self-awareness, just in case anybody thinks I was going to say something crazy there. I was just going to say have some self-awareness. But I actually think, nah. I want to see videos like this.
Assistant or media producer role.
Media producer role. What age were you hit on the head? Did a tractor run over your skull? He's a pains not to say girls. Yeah. You can't say girl. You can't say the word girl if you're from Northern Ireland. That's why I say the woman that lives in my house with me, to avoid saying girlfriend. Can you imagine? You can't say that from Northern. That's just a word that you can't say if you're from Northern Ireland. Girls. A few young female hot producers. No, not hot. I didn't mean to say hot. A few young women. A few young lady, gentlemen, women.
Too many lads on the crew. We need to get a few who are females. So if you're a young person and you'd be interested in doing a production assistant or media producer role for the...
I am a media producer.
Should just click that you're interested and I will reach out to you with further information. It's going to be an amazing vibe. It's going to be a professional, volunteer-oriented...
A professional... volunteer orientated, so no money then. So you realize when you said professional, you realize the word professional signifies cash, so you had to throw the word voluntary. It's going to be so above board and safe and professional and voluntary.
It's going to be a professional...
I love that you can see him thinking out loud here.
An amazing vibe. It's going to
an amazing vibe.
Be a professional.
This is magic. See the stuff that we just get given here in this program? It's magic.
Volunteer orientated.
Orientated.
You'll learn loads of skills about film production, media.
I highly doubt it.
Could open up something for a future career. So just let me know if you're interested and you can get involved. Thanks.
Hear the cogs turning, and then it cuts to this here, which we have a full video. This has been zoomed in. I'm seeing the original here over here. So what this reminded me of here,
media producer role for this shoot. Just click that you're interested, and I will reach out to you with further information. It's going to be an amazing vibe. It's going to be a professional, volunteer orientated, and you'll learn loads of skills.
So when he said orientated, you know, it's like, he doesn't speak like a normal person, right? Now, I know people from the country and stuff, and they don't have this weird cadence. Now, he sent me voice notes. I've spoken to him on the phone and stuff before, right? Back before he lost the BAP, I helped him set up a Twitch stream, right? After he asked me to. And he speaks like this over message. He speaks like this IRL. Well, I don't know if it's IRL. I've never met him face to face. Wouldn't want to, but you know, he sent voice notes to me sounding like this here, right? Like private messages, and he has the same weird cadence, and it's like so odd. It reminded me of it's like he's trying to sound like prim and proper so people can understand him. Now, I do this to a certain degree on the Conor.G show. You know, enunciate certain words that I know like Americans or English people might not, you know, hear properly. You know, I am, you know, enunciating. I'm speaking into a microphone. I might as well, you know, hope people can understand what I'm saying. So there's a bit of that, but this reminded me of when I was a kid, right? Well, I know, teenager or something. My mate Manus, he goes to me, he goes, he said whenever his dad is on holiday and he like speaks to an English person, his dad puts on a really posh accent whenever speaking to an English person, right? And then next time I was on holiday, I listened out for my dad, and my dad does it too, right? So there's something that Northern Irish people do when they think that people from other countries might be listening, is that they feign this sort of really, we try and like enunciate every words and sound really posh. It's just funny that you know, my mate noticed his dad doing it, and then I reckon I noticed my dad doing it. But it's only when they're speaking to like English people, or not if they were speaking to somebody from Ireland or Northern Ireland. Same thing.
Freedom of opinion will not be tolerated.
So that's one of the things which makes Cool Hullen the right wee granda. All right, so we've had the granda content from Cool Hullen. Let's have a hip hop freestyle for him tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Conor.G show, and this is Cool Hullen's London Ting Irish drill. So it says London Ting hashtag Irish drill, UK drill, Cool Hullen Irish rap hashtag. All right, everybody, ready for this? The magical no audio. And when it has no audio, we all know who sent it to me. Okay. Does this not have audio too? This is very unusual. Green, white, gold, this is my flow. This hip-hop Celtic drill with a hip-hop tip. Oh, that's not working. How humiliating for everyone involved in this program. All right. I'm literally going to have to open up Premiere Pro to play this video. I'm literally opening up. I'm waiting for Premiere Pro to load here. I'm going to have to make a project file just to watch this video in this program. New project.
What do you...
And if there's no audio in this, someone in the chat's going to be in big trouble. Yeah, he's done a wee edit on this here. Alright, please God, let this work. Cool and freestyle. Double click. Pop out window. Is it going to work? I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is going to work or not. Thank God. Right. We have audio. We are using Premiere Pro. We're using Premiere Pro to listen to this here. Is the audio going to be good enough? TWIR. What's that mean? Does anybody know what that means?
Big man team no Whelo. 300 bars by the end of the week. Get to the Greek like.
Who remembers? Remember he released a song called, was it called Bad Man or Bad Ting or something? And we played it in the show. We laughed at it. We did about 2,000 rewinds on it. One of the best nights of my life, right? And then the next day he deleted it. Do you remember he came out with She Liked the Banana? Big batty thing, she liked the banana. Yuri Badman. Well done, Rob. Well done. Yuri Badman. Yeah, yes. I have it, says RMS Art. Yeah, luckily we downloaded it before he deleted it. Legendary. All right, let's go. Let's listen to this freestyle. TWIA. YMCA. This is talking me off.
WIR. Big man ting no Whelo. 300.
Big man ting no Play-Doh. Well, you can't say something like that, Cool Hullen, because your whole steez is little kid shit. So yes, Play-Doh. If I was going to diss you, I would use the words Play-Doh. I would make all sorts of child references if I was dissing you.
Bars by the end of the week. Get to the Greek like Plato.
End of the week. Get him to the Greek like Plato. He's highly intelligent. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. Hey, this guy's shite, says Raw 1210.
I on road, high and dry. 2 days later, I was talking to Christ. Picked up my pen to write about all the shit I've seen in my life.
Seen in my life? Highly intelligent. This flow is insane.
Later, I was talking to
Out on road, high and dry. Taking drugs in Ibiza. I took too many E's and it fried my brain. Then I came home and I cried to my mum and I called God and said, God, please forgive me for the drugs I have taken.
road, high and dry. 2 days later, I was talking to Christ.
2 days later, I was talking to Christ. I said my prayers. Tell a man.
Picked up my pen to write about all the shit I've seen in my life. Big ting mash, camera flash, all these headlines feeling different. Listen, I gotta be consistent, cause music is my religion. 100 KMC to space, man ain't got no time.
Wait, what? KFC?
Religion, 100 KMC to space.
100 KMC to space. He's so deep.
Man ain't got no time to waste. Ride out Rome to Rio, stopping bullets from my mind like Neo.
Stopping bullets from my mind like Neo. It's a London freestyle. So where was he filming this? In some sort of art gallery? Is this in the National Art Gallery? He's found a window in London. He's on holiday in London.
C-W-A-R. Big man team, no Whelo. 300 bars by the end of the week. Get to the Greek like
Man looks like ready breath.
Plato. I on road, high and dry. 2 days later, I was talking to Christ. Picked up my pen.
There's too much to get in here with these lyrics.
About all the shit.
So, well, one theory that we have about Hullen is that he used to live in Ibiza, I think. And I think he just went mental on drugs there, and he came back and he wasn't the same, and then he turned to God or whatever, and now he's doing these youth. Now he thinks it's cool to do these, youth raps.
Big ting mash, camera flash.
And say big ting mash. He's from the north, by the way. I didn't say ting, right? Gotta be from the south of Ireland to say ting.
Headlines feeling
Or say it ironically, like the rest of us.
different. Listen, I gotta be consistent, cause
You're consistent, all right, mate. People cannot stop sending me his videos. I'm not. Please never stop sending me videos. But Hullen, this isn't on me, mate. This is on you.
music is my religion.
This is public video.
100 KMC to space. Man ain't got no time to waste.
You just shouldn't have accused me of things I didn't do.
Ride out Rome to Rio, stopping bullets.
Because I could accuse you of things I have no proof for. I could do that. Have you noticed I haven't never done that?
From my mind like Neo.
But he accused me of doing that. Yokes and dead times. Oh no, I can't read that out. People are sensitive about that. People are sensitive about that. Lucky me all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Conor.G Show. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. What a pleasure it was to have you in here being entertained by me. And you entertaining me also. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I've got some terrible news for you. I'm going to be off for the next 2 weeks. I am so sorry. I am off for the next 2 weeks. For the people that are signed up to the Ko-fi, I may have a few little surprises for you, but you have to be signed up to the Ko-fi in the members. It's a $5 a month if you want to support the Conor.G Show by signing up to my Ko-fi. You get rewarded with all sorts of behind the scenes. That scoundrel thing there is up on the Ko-fi. And you got a few little extra behind the scenes bonus things, plus the entire over 125 episodes of the Conor.G Show, plus Conor at Night, which is exclusively for members of the Ko-fi. Ko-fi.com/Conor Gillespie. Best way to support the Conor.G Show. All right, cheers everybody. Have a wonderful summer. What a roasting hot night it was tonight. And cheers everybody. Thank you and good night. We're gonna find someone good to raid in here. Okay. All right, cheers everybody. See ya. song is Emerge, I Need Your Lovin'. See ya! Right, there's no decent music channels on, so we're going to raid into Z Christoph and see what he's up to, alright? Maybe we can get him to jam to some cool Hullen or something. Thank you and good night.